Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show, and welcome back to another paint and chill stream. We're just gonna kick back and paint some minis up and shoot the shit, so to speak. But before we get started, I got a couple of announcements or shout outs. Obviously, go check out our good friend Brian over at Weird World War II. Keep it weird. He's now got bumper stickers, but he's also got an October challenge, which is a Weird World War II or Weird Halloween challenge. Or paint something up for the month of October. Go over to his channel and you know get a hold of him, and he'll clip your video and put it into the end of the month wrap up. I don't know if there's a prize or anything like that, but uh, this is all usually just for fun, just like uh, Mini War Mutts Challenge last month. And then, of course, our good friend Armstrong has got his Orktober crafting challenge. He's going to make something that's going to blow us all away. I'm going to make something dorky out of cardboard and Pringles cans and paper clay. Probably won't come anywhere near as cool as what he's going to make, but I'm going to try and do it in front of the camera so you guys can, play along and make one of your own if you like it. Um, and let's see, do I have anything else? I'm going to be doing some, Halloween reviews. I don't remember if I reviewed all of the Chill game books, but OGGM brought it up, and I wanted to show off my collection. And if I haven't already, because who knows, and I might do some Ravenloft reviews, but I don't know. Got kind of burnt on that last year, but it's October, so we'll see what's going on. Crafting, how you doing, man?
Doing pretty good.
Glad to hear it. I don't know where Justin is, but if you guys want to join in,
he locked himself back in a Mercedes and ate himself to death.
I foresaw this, so I'm not surprised. If you guys, out there in TV land want to come in, chew the fat and talk minis and gaming stuff. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to talk about before I, start painting. Crafting. Did you get an email this morning? I'm sure you did.
From what specifically? I haven't checked my email today.
Archon Studios.
Ooh. No, I usually check my email about every other day. Otherwise, Otherwise, if I check my email on a daily basis, I constantly get email. It's like, oh, shut the fuck up.
Oh, really? I checked my email, my Discord. Now I'm checking Night Cafe for seeing if people like my pictures I created, stupid stuff like that. But Archon Studios,
Shadow, what I'm referring to is I ended up giving out my email a little too much because I was an idiot when I first got my email, so I was still a teenager. And at this point, if I leave my email open, I usually get 24 notifications a day.
How many?
20 at least.
Oh, that those are rookie numbers. From eBay alone, I get 100. From other things,
oh good God,
and from Night Cafe, because I started making a lot of images. I made almost 500 different images and published a good chunk of them. Every time somebody likes or follows me or whatever, the weird things, I'm now getting an email, even though I'm checking that like every couple of hours anyways. So, but the new Archon Studios Dungeons and Lasers Kickstarter is getting ready to launch or whatever, make us even poorer than we already are. Can you guess what it's going to be? No peeking. Come on.
The last one I knew. I have to say the last one I knew of was the Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Beyond
of
that,
what?
I am ignorant.
Oh, Heroes of Might and Magic 3.
I knew of was yeah.
Nope. I think it's called Port Haven.
Oh.
Yeah, there will be a modular sailing ship, 28 inches in length. There will be 4 other sets. Nice. A port, a market, everything you could possibly want to make a nice little pirate sort of merchant town.
Not a lot. Basically, a Kickstarter I need because of my game.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm guessing that is Justin. How is it going?
Okay.
Good, glad to hear it. Did you like shaving shit?
You look different.
I'm also frozen.
Yes, you are frozen.
Yes, he is.
Like you live in
The
the
best
Great
part is
White
you're frozen
North,
in
so-
that look, in that indifferent look of if you were to drop dead right now, I wouldn't care.
That's morbid. Oh, the hell?
Yeah, it looks like you shaved off half your beard.
Yeah, all of it.
Oh, well, it's hard to tell if that's beard or shadow.
No.
Ironically, it both makes you look. I'm about to be slightly insulting, but you both look a little fatter.
Fatter.
You're also a little younger.
Yeah, much better. I had the barber do it, and I didn't tell him to leave as much as I'd like. Told him just a little bit, and
Yeah.
he went a little shorter than I.
Well, good news, bad news. It grows back, so
For
it
you.
is really weird just looking at your freaking dead eyes. You know, just
Yeah,
I like it.
I'm gonna have to keep this picture.
What's up and on? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Just going over a little, stuff, news that came up today. I'm pretty jazzed with the new Kickstarter, but of course I'm broke as hell. So hopefully it won't be until it won't be for a while. 6 months would be too soon, but I know it's going to be less than that. And everything from my
as long as it ends sometime close to, or just after, I should say, or real close, just after, is how I should put that. A first of the month, I'm good, because that's when I get paid. Sorry.
Yeah, it does help that they now
stutter.
do. They now take payments, monthly.
Yeah.
So that's a
Oh, yeah.
big help.
Well, that's
Justin.
well, mine's officially paid off. So, sorry.
Oh, you were going to say something. I thought.
My last.
No. I was just making sure my camera was working properly.
Oh, okay. You're good.
Okay. I made sure the last of the previous one has been paid off, even the shipping. All I have to do is now is wait for when they ship it.
Yeah. How much were the monthly payments?
It
For
depends
me-
on how much it was like a 1/6 of your overall bill.
So
So I was
Six
paying
days.
about $100. I was paying about $100 a month because I was paying because I got just about $600 worth of stuff.
that's a lot of stuff.
It really is because of how
And that
cheap
wasn't
it
even all of it. I could have easily gone over $1,000 if I get everything I really wanted.
Cal and I probably did that easy. Easy. I literally got this time though. I didn't get any extras because it just wasn't. It wasn't in a way that I could. Normally.
Yeah, it was kind of an all or nothing with the extras. I'll give them that. It was like, oh, you can have all the miniatures from the previous Kickstarter. Only all the miniatures from the previous Kickstarter, though.
No. I mean, when I bought into this latest Kickstarter, there was no way to get like extras so that I could give them away because it's like, okay, what do I pick? Do I just get one cave or stuff from one set, or do I get a double of everything and literally have nowhere to store it until I give it away? And our subscriber count has been frozen in limbo for 6 months. We came out of the gate last year, January, really strong, and did real well in getting more reach and that sort of thing. And then at 700, they're like, "Oh, you're at Bruce's number." When I started, Bruce was at 700. And
yeah.
Well, from what I understand,
honestly, I think you need to start doing like the SEO stuff. You need to start doing search engine optimizations and like looking into how to do that properly.
There's also the sorry.
Like we were talking with Connell last night with his videos, making sure you're naming things properly, doing the occasional I think you're leaving a lot of ground in descriptions.
With live streams, I
you
don't.
can go back and redo those things.
Those are the fact that anybody watches them after the show like I've said, blows me away. The idea that people are going to go back years from now to watch them.
People do if there's like information or concepts talked about, but they have to know they're there by having them in the
Description.
yeah. And with live streams, especially if they're like an hour and a half or longer, and you care about that, you gotta like timestamp. You can
Yeah.
do that by you know how that's written out. It's like the
Yeah.
actual you got to write it out in the like uh, number double dot thing in the
Yeah.
seconds. That way, and it will automatically thumbnail it in the description. Like
Mhm.
it'll give you a thing you can click
Yeah,
on. It'll
I've
take
seen
you
that.
there. It'll create a little
Honestly,
line jump to.
my live streams are for us. I don't care if people.
Same with mine, but
What I
if
need to do is actually, because I've been really lax lately in making my usual bill of fare sort of videos. I've
yeah
got some ideas. I'm gonna take care of that soon. Just been kind of uh, honestly just busy doing other stuff. Outside of YouTube to come up with
yeah
something that since I watch so much YouTube, it's like, oh, so and so did it, so and so did it. But you know what?
doesn't matter if other people have done it.
Yeah,
They're
I
not
know, I
you.
know. I got to get out of that mindset of you know thinking it, especially if I can just wait like a month or two, then it's a new perspective. But I didn't like jumping on the bandwagon of this topic or that topic because somebody else did it. That to me that seems like well, why make up content? Why just wait for somebody else and copy their stuff? I don't want to do that.
Well,
I'd rather
when it
come
comes
up with something.
when it comes to subscribers, I don't know the exact numbers, but I've heard a lot of YouTubers talk about the roller coaster numbers. I forgot exactly what numbers they were, but where you'll just shoot up when you hit these certain numbers, then you hit a certain number, then you'll just crawl all the way up, then you hit a certain number, and then you'll just skyrocket again, and then you'll crawl the next bit. There's like a certain
Yeah.
number that people associate that to. I forgot what it is though.
Yeah. I've
Yeah,
noticed it with
it's
a lot of my
probably
friends. 700 ish is where they like you slow down, whether that's an
yeah.
intentional thing or whatever. Hey, David, a long time no see, man.
I think you skyrocket again around 1,000.
Yeah,
Now I'll be honest with you. Bruce kills himself with the way he does his content, man.
I know.
Like fucking 43-hour
Live plays.
live plays that are
His movie reviews with Janet. That's his strong point. And he used to make actual one-on-one videos. Him and the audience, just him talking about a thing. But sometimes they were a little too controversial to be crowd pleasers. So if that's what he's gonna go with it, that's fine. Lots of people do
I,
that.
I think even like that, it's like those videos are not that bad. Like, trust me, nothing he ever did was super controversial.
No, but just
Um,
insulting
but
to potentially a huge audience.
I think the worst thing about those was the camera angle. You can't like you have a talking head show, and that like what you're describing, and I've seen those. Those are talking head segments. You got to have a fucking talking head. You can't have staring down at your table while
Yeah.
you're pushing a miniature left, right, and sometimes putting paint on it, which you would do for like 4 hours.
No,
Um,
he has some videos where he's straight, at the camera.
yeah,
And
but those were rare, even
I know.
for the talking head stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like,
I mostly did the hands things because I have a headlamp on when I'm painting, and all you see is a bright light on the camera if I have it on my face.
yeah, which is also not good. But if you're doing a painting video, it's a different matter.
Yeah,
Like,
just watch like Fritz from whatever he
yeah,
changed his name to this year.
uh,
You know, he'll do that, but he'll flip it up so you can see him or something like that when he's talking. Hey, David, what have you been up to, man?
Yeah.
I see your name, in some of the books I own, and just curious. I've never watched Pulp Alley, or if I did, I don't remember it, but it kind of sounds like something I'd be into. I'll have
Isn't
to write
Pulp
that down.
Alley a game?
That's what I was about to say. Is I
Yeah,
remember it.
yeah.
Familiar.
It's like a skirmish game, isn't it?
Yeah, Elfbait's a real big fan of that one. He does a lot of videos on it, as far as I remember. Could be wrong, but nah, that never happens.
So I have a
Uh,
question,
yeah.
Aaron, Aaron, double A,
None.
Anon. So you're talking about worldwide World War II, or worldwide War II? Bleh. My tongue is
No, he's
broken.
talking. He's talking about Brian from Weird World War II.
Oh, I completely missed Brian. All I caught was the triple.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
My
this guy.
apologies right there. I am slightly dyslexic.
Yeah.
I'm not
Uh,
apologizing to you guys. I'm apologizing to him for calling him out on something that would need to be called out.
well. We still need worldwide World War II.
Well, we're about to jump into WW3. Isn't that good enough? You get a brand new one with all kinds of surprises. Not really surprises, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, crap, my paint dried up. It's in here
That's why I
blabbering.
like wet palettes.
I'm right now. I'm using mostly speed paints. Not
Ah.
really, not really wanting to.
Well, how
But
dry is your air? Do you have zero? Do you have minus precipitation there or something?
it's
Speed paints don't usually dry that fast.
it is literally it's about 80 degrees in the house, and I live in the desert, the high desert, so it's pretty freaking dry. If I
Okay.
water my lawn for like the 5 minutes per cycle on each thing, it's literally
Yeah.
gone in an hour or less.
I don't doubt it. That I don't doubt at all. I understand the high temperatures, low humidity sometimes. It's really weird. I was surrounded by lakes, so most of the time we're really high humidity. But some summers we get, for some reason, it gets so hot the humidity almost evaporates before it even hits the air. It's weird.
Sounds good, David. I that's why I get up from my table here and walk down the stairs, etc. Not just because I want a cigarette, but I can't sit in the same seat. I'm using dinner chairs, dining table chairs. I need to get something a little more comfortable, but at the
I'm
same
sitting in
time,
an actual computer chair, and I shifting these things so much I break them down at a rate of about once every 2 to 3 years.
Oh, they're cheap one. That's normal. Doesn't matter shifting.
I don't buy cheap. Cheap I break down in months.
nice, Omen. You want to pop in? You know where the link is. You get to play
Yeah.
Twilight 2000 in 2024. You're right. In real time, I 1-to-1 scale. That's not a good thing. You're in Oklahoma, so it's dry. We've had to fill our pond because it's drying up. We had a lake completely dry up, a lake that's been here over 100 years, if not hundreds of years. Like 2 years ago, it completely is gone,
Yeah.
and it's never going to come back.
Um, there's the watershed deal with Mexico that fuck. So that they pump water from like the uh the Appalachians
Uh-huh.
down to California, and it's supposed to go into like reservoirs for like keeping that part of the country inhabitable.
Right?
And Mexico is also supposed to put water into it, and they're allowed to take out what they put into it. But they don't put into it anything, and they just take it out. That's why Mexico's had that big irrigation boom over the last 2 decades, because they've been using water from
Us
from from you guys. Um,
bastards.
and of course, like there's shucks, Mexico. You're not supposed to be doing that, but we're not going to stop pumping water there because that would be racist from your State Department. Uh,
So, crafting, you seeing any panic buying in your area?
No,
That's good. A friend of mine's already been seeing it on the East Coast.
well, around here, most of us, if we're going to panic buy, I wouldn't notice unless I actually had the spare money to go get some bullets,
Uh, panic
which I
buying.
don't. So
No, I mean like food, toilet paper, the
no,
usual.
nothing like that. No,
Oh,
around here, what panic buy gets what gets panic bought first is usually hunting ammunition.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. I haven't bought any in a while, but I might right before November, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Just I haven't used what I've got. I've got a fair amount. Oh, that is not skin. Painting a person's arm, and they're wearing armor, and I didn't see it until the speed paint went into the nooks and crannies of the plates. I'm like, oh, that's kind of awesome, but now I got to repaint it.
Yeah. You gotta block
Hey,
out your miniatures, bro.
No, it's
hey,
so fine. The lines that I just didn't see it.
ooh, I got a miniature question. Do either of you have a recipe for Orakai skin?
Orc skin. You want like Tolkien orcs, but
Oh, that's
Peter
why I said Orakai
Jackson.
Tolkien.
Yeah, Peter
So
Jackson style, or like
yeah,
just the way they're in the books.
well,
Yeah,
like the
I
movie. How's that?
Yeah, that's Peter Jackson.
I would take a piece of white cardboard, like an index card, and if you've got the speed paints, make a splotch of each color and use
Yeah.
that as uh,
Um,
uh,
do,
an
do
idea.
like do like a reverse
Don't have any more money.
Zenithal. Do like a reverse. Try this. Like take a test model. Do like a dark brown, like a chocolate brown. So that's the low light, and then come down with like a charcoal gray from the top, and then gloss the fuck out of it, and
I
and
found
then pick it up with a lighter gray for the gloss and the muscle because
I'm
they're
actually in
shiny.
California, guys.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I don't get out anymore. Hey, I'll dry. Come to Arizona. We're dealing with 110s right now. Wow,
Mm.
that's pretty rough. I don't know. Raven has had like nonstop rain in Illinois for the last like 3 months. I'm surprised your mountain hasn't washed away.
yeah.
The panic buying is because of the longshoreman strike. You know the
Yeah.
East Coast Mafia. Um,
Something like that.
Manufactured.
That's not going to affect us that much. If it comes from the East Coast over here, most of our manufacturing comes from inland.
It doesn't matter. It's the resources that and that's longshore, so that's import goods, not manufactured goods.
Yeah, most of what we get around here for import is stuff most people could live without.
It,
There
there are
aren't too many.
knock-on effects.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Most there will be. I won't deny there will be. There won't. There's always effects. So a statesman farts in Washington, and everything goes up by 5 cents across the entire country.
thanks, Anon.
yeah, yeah. Let's see if I can get
Yeah, I
this.
think we just need to set our calendars back like a month, and we'll be fine.
But it's much like the train union before the crash in uh, uh, East Palestine. That they were like talking about striking because of overwork and It wasn't. It was. They were like, "We'll pay you more." It's like we don't want more pay. We want you to hire more people so we can have time off because we're overworked. Like you're working 80-hour weeks. And it's like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
It's not healthy. It's not safe. It's you start like it doesn't matter how much money you're getting at that point. You're being treated like a literal fucking slave. And like
So,
the,
Well,
the,
in some
train
cases,
union,
they're worse than slaves.
yeah,
At least,
the
at
train
least,
the train union before the crash was like, oh, you need a sick day because you need to go in for surgery for cancer, you're fired. It's like if you're that low on staff, you're doing something wrong that you can't have people take time off for fucking cancer. You know,
that's crazy, dude.
yeah, and that kind of shit was happening, and it's like I'm sorry, but you can't pay a person enough to forgo like legitimate medical needs, right?
Or
Like,
or having an actual life besides work,
yeah,
sleep, work, sleep.
yeah, and it wasn't like,
I mean, unless they're desperate.
yeah, it's really dumb that you guys are allowing your major infrastructure to be demolished this way through like petty fucking greed.
Well, it's not like
Yeah.
uh, I had anything to do with it.
Shadow,
It's the
you're the
people.
oldest man on the planet. You are the root cause of it all.
You are directly responsible, personally and solely.
So it's all my fault.
Yeah.
People are going to watch this, hundreds of years from now and go, "Who was that guy? Is he still around?
Yeah.
Maybe."
I wish I had a marionette right now. 'Cause just keep the strings in focus with the handle. Don't need to actually show the butt. This is who he is.
Then we just see the strings come down on top of Shadow.
No, they come down on top of you. uh, this is a statue. I'm gonna try and see if I can get this.
Procure.
No, I'm not downloading this image to get a bigger thing, so you're gonna have to tolerate it. Open this up, Shadow.
I'm doing so.
Okay, you see what I mean with like the brown and the
Mhm.
yeah, and then you just like kind of half-ass the face paint, right?
Yeah.
Go with a ghost gray, not white when you do that. Like a light gray. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you mean. I guess I made mine look a little more orky than Urukai.
Token.
I didn't realize that the orcs. I didn't realize that Urukai were so brown.
Yeah. They're brown, but like with a lot of. If you watch the movie, this is like the 12-inch bust or whatever, or not bust, statuette. Like this big, whatever kind of thing. I don't know if you could see me. Close that.
Sorry if I'm lagging on the chat, guys. I was actually painting. And I just told myself in Mini Warmutt's video, I'm going to take a break for about a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to see about making or finding. Probably have to make some sort of truck cab. Because I got everything else I need to make it look definitely like I got a scrap truck I built out of scrap. Toys, 3D prints, and other crap.
Yeah.
Empty.
Oh man, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Now,
excuse me,
in Peter Jackson's movie, he distinguished the Urukai from the goblins. They're actually supposed to be the same creature in the books.
To an extent, I thought the Urukai were bigger and meaner and smarter and
Yeah, but only because of the magic influence. Like they're supposed to be the exact like the same creature, just like
I
made
thought
more.
Urukai
Rabbit.
were like literally like
Uh,
half orcs, half human, half orc.
no,
Orcs were
they're like
mutated elves.
they're like the the Ubermensch of the goblins.
Right, because they were mixed with human blood
No, it's just the like um
magic,
yeah, just the magic if I remember.
which
I was
could have
watching a
been
thing.
technically genetic engineering, some
Yeah.
sort of sciency kind of thing. Because I do remember reading in the books like Sauron using like the equivalent of bombs and explosives and gunpowder.
Yeah, he was doing that kind of stuff. That's how they brought down the wall.
Yeah.
There's a guy that's doing like a series. I don't remember the channel name. It just keeps popping up in my feed every now and then. Um, doing a comparison on like all the things changed in the movies and books, and that
Oh,
was
okay.
one of them. One of the videos was dedicated to the differences. Like the reason why he separated them was to make them more visually distinct and thus more visually appealing on screen.
Mhm.
Uh, give you more different things to look at.
Right.
Yeah. I actually prefer the makeup for the orcs, the goblins, and whatnot.
Yeah, because they were more like
I will bring up an image right now.
uh, despicable, kind of like inferior, monstrous little, almost gremlin
Link.
like things.
Yeah, link.
Versus the Urukai were like these, super monsters.
Link, link,
Like
link, link. Over there. Yeah.
yes, the original orcs were something to be, you know,
Yeah. Now, in the book, they're supposed to be that, but like 8 feet tall and muscular. Okay, I'll close that now.
go back to chat.
It knocks you out of chat when you do that. I don't.
No, I just wanted to be able to see that. You know what? I should just do this.
Yeah, you can pop it out.
No, I
Oh,
have the overlay
the overlay. Yeah, you can do that too.
that way because sometimes I look at it and I don't see that there's new chats, but this way I will, and then I can scroll down to like Owen's comment here.
Oh yeah, because you're on the freaking tablet or whatever.
No, I'm on a laptop, but
Yeah,
it's just the way it is. The either my eyes, which aren't really that bad, but I just don't see that there's another. Like right now, this comment's at the bottom, and
yeah,
it's lit up, so I see that blue. But if a new comment comes in, I can sometimes not
yeah.
be able to tell that there's a new comment that's come in.
I wish there was an optional timer for the fucking comments, man. You
You mean
know?
once you hit them, then they go away?
Yeah, like you could set it as like if I
I
click on a
think it's
thing.
because uh, people have
Well,
different reading speeds. So,
well, that's why
you
I said
know,
optional, right? And put it up to like 2 minutes or whatever,
mhm.
and it's just go with it. Can't read a comment in 2 minutes. Like I'm a slow fucking reader. I'm
Not
just
me.
saying
I read your whole like 64-page story in about a half hour.
that's impressive. Um, the other one,
The skyships.
yeah. I gotta work on. I gotta start working on the serial killer one. Tesco
Yeah,
Sam.
I nice. I told myself I was going to start working on it Monday. Here it is Thursday, and
Yeah,
uh,
I've been busy all week though.
I've been busy. But any free time that I'm not like talking to people online. What's up, Doc?
What's up,
Pop
Doc?
in. You know where the link is. Um, I've been playing around with Night Cafe so much. Uh, it's actually been a really inspirational source for my D&D game. I've already started creating characters for things that might pop up, things that I know are unavoidable. You know, like no spoilers here. You're going to visit the dwarves. Well, what do they look like? I don't know. Let's
I just
find out.
showed you a picture.
Mini Warmut. It would be nice if North Star Miniatures Frostgrave provided instructions for the minis. Building a female wizard for my Frostgrave journey. Oh, I only buy North Star's metal minis that are already assembled, uh, and I haven't bought any of those in 6 months. And
these
I,
things, these things, they're catch as you can. They're all the parts are interchangeable. You just pick what you want and put them together.
Mhm.
I actually do try and build one squad that matches the back picture, but you kind of have to like figure it out.
Mhm.
And the rest of it is just
I don't know.
like
I love puzzles, so that'd been just fine by me.
You know,
Pick the arms you want to use. Pick the head you like.
it's funny you mentioned that, Doc. Bruce and Connell and I were all supposed to. That's part of why my beard is all goofy. We were all supposed to do the Four Musketeers thing. You know, grow our mustaches and facial hair all Musketeer style, and everybody kind of wimped out on me.
I'd join you in that, but I'm already growing mine as a double goatee, so I'm already gone. I'd be the Asian musketeer.
Yeah, I wish I'd given the guy a bit better instructions to give me just a little bit more hair, but yeah,
Yeah, because you know Connell he would have been Porthos. Just saying.
yeah.
Uh,
This right here. That's why.
but
Vote
At
yourself.
least my scar lips aren't shown. Fucking my whole top lip is fucked up.
hey, you know what, Mini Warmut? That's that's one of the benefits of the hobby. You know, you got options. You can do things.
Yeah. Oh, I usually because you get the 20 miniatures right in these boxes. I do 5 archers, 5 swordmen, then usually it's like 5 axes and 5 pole arms or something along those lines. Uh, and that gives you a well round of like all the major weapons. Uh, Actually, I think I do like 5 swords, 5 bows, 5 whatever the major weapon, like the blunt weapon, axe, club, whatever, pole arm, and then I think I take the other 5 and try and turn them into like wizard proxies. So like
Yeah.
a dagger, a bottle, a skull.
Yeah. You also, like, I don't know. I was telling Shadow earlier, like before we were on camera, that Games Workshop, at least their 2 of their Tyranid kits, and I'm pretty sure there'll be more of them, are incredibly wasteful kits because you get options, which is great, up to the point that both of them are missing a single piece to be a full
It's
miniature.
always been like that. It's always been like that. Even back in like 3rd edition, you get like enough to make like the tactical box was the 10 guy thing, and the yeah. So you get like almost 15 guys except the legs
Yeah.
in most of the boxes.
Well,
Or it'd be like except so back then it would be the legs, the front half of the torso, the back half of the torso, the backpack, the arms, the shoulder pads, heads. You get, maybe 12 legs, maybe like 13 front chests, and exactly 10 back.
Yeah.
So you'd have to like green stuff the back half of the body or something.
Oh, that's exactly what actually
it'd be like
did.
1 or 2 pieces in the kit would be like I'm gonna have to figure something out. But
An excellent example of that is the both the zoanthropes and the hive tyrants. A hive
Yeah.
tyrant, he's literally missing only the torso to make a second one.
So
So I just
they make
green-
this.
I,
You can look up this recipe for what's called blue stuff, or you can buy it if you want to give money.
Yeah, we
to
were
Green
talking
World.
about that.
So blue stuff is great. You can make it. It's basically just dish soap and like it's, a silicone caulking. You can
Yeah.
make it at home. I think there's like warm water and look up the correct ones you need to use for that.
Yeah.
There are plenty of YouTube videos on how to make this shit. If you buy it, you just warm it up in some like boiling water. It gets soft. You push the part you want to duplicate into it, and then you just put some epoxy putty in there. Or if you're clever and make it out of 2 parts, you got the resin. You pour it in and hit it with the blue light.
I'm scared of your
purple
wife
light.
there, David.
Hey, David Guile, one of the things I'm going to be doing here soon, especially in the fact I just got my new computer, I need to have it set up and all that. I'm going to actually see about making videos. I got to buy some more Tyranids, but making videos talking about how you can take wasteful Tyranid kits and double your kits, because I've already doubled 2 kits.
Well, bro, I'm gonna tell you this. You don't throw that away, right? You like
Oh, yeah.
scratch build some monsters. Yeah, you play Space Marines or Eldar or some shit like that. You throw that crap on your base. That way, your wife knows you're gonna kick her ass because you're already walking on the dead corpses of her. It's called psychological warfare, bro.
Yep.
Games Workshop wants Tyranid players knowing that they're gonna lose.
Hey, stop coughing.
That's actually not.
Yeah,
It's actually not a bad use of those.
I'm actually catching whatever you've got.
Yeah. Through
I woke up feeling like
airwaves.
shit this morning. I know. Okay, no worries, David. Feel free. It's weird. I today was the first time, in I don't know how long, that I actually got the little red dot on Discord saying that somebody posted something on my site.
Yeah, I don't do
And
that.
I know you guys do all the time, but it was the first time I actually got the little red dot. I'm like, well, what the hell?
You probably have it muted or something. Because if you have the site muted, it won't do that. Now here's a really good thing. If you create channels for your panels in Discord,
Mhm.
you can close them, right? And they'll stay closed until somebody posts something in a thing, and then it will open up just where it's posted and show you where to look.
No, I usually
But
like once a
you'd
week
have to
or
have
so.
some sort of organizational skills.
About once a week, I go through all the channels and see if I missed anything. But it was the first time. I'm like, well, that's weird.
Yeah, I really wish you would organize your Discord. And I've got
I
to get
thought
to
it
work.
was.
No, it isn't.
Yeah.
It's a fucking rat's mess.
Yes, it is. Plus, you don't have anything for the Monday night iceberg.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah,
No, I had to put
and you-
I had to put a thing in general.
Oh,
A
yeah,
video,
you're right.
A conspiracy
right.
video in general.
and you would you'd be able to see that easier if you had it organized.
Yeah, probably right.
You create a whole topic for it and put all those bullets into
Yeah,
that
I
topic.
know.
And,
Oh, geez. Hold on. I got to change this water. It's like, it's no longer liquid. It's
yeah, it definitely one thing worth investing in is one of those little water toilet things.
Oh yeah,
That
I've been,
they
I've been
make?
looking into those. I wouldn't mind getting one.
They're like $10 off of AliExpress.
I'm so lazy about changing out my water. I even have a bad habit of mixing my metallics with my non-metallics.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about that with that because it flushes away, right?
Yep.
What are they called?
Oh no, they're sold everywhere
Brush
on the cheap
water
on those cheap
things?
ones, like Temu, AliExpress. All of those sell a version.
yeah. I'm trying real hard to not spend any crazy amount of money right now on
Cleaner.
frivolous items. It's tough.
Well, that's what we're talking about.
Is
It
this the
not
dog
being.
pile on Shadow Day? No, there's no such thing. What's happening, Bo? How you doing, man? You know where the link is. You want to hang out? You're always welcome. Just be careful. I'm coming down with something. I don't want you to get it.
Oh,
But that's not how it works. It's just funny.
yeah.
Well, by that logic, if you're allergic to cats, don't come on the show. 'Cause I've got some next to me.
Ooh, I'm allergic to cats. That's
Ditto.
why I'm coughing. Cats are evil.
Speaking of evil cats, I wonder where Raven is. She said she was going to stop by before her show, but I guess
No luck.
yeah, hey, I'll talk to her tomorrow or whatever. Um, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday.
Yep.
Hopefully, this won't get any worse, so I can be in Bo's game.
What, your cough?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit of a runny nose. I woke up with that, okay, Bo, with that scratchy throat kind of thing.
Yeah, I still got that.
I thought it was because I left the fan on, but it didn't go away as I woke up and did things. And good luck with that, Bo.
Yeah.
Tell him to give you good news.
Yeah. Ever since I had tonsil surgery, I wake up that way every morning because my body seems to like to think I'm still in surgery.
Oh, that sucks.
I wake up with my mouth wide open and I'm on my back every morning.
Add to cart. Ooh, some blue, turquoise. Turquoise is $2 more.
Ooh.
So is pink, but not all the pinks. There's two pinks, and one pink is more.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
Oh, no game tomorrow night. Oh, that sucks, dude.
Just to talk about one of those water toilets.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. I think I got the video around here somewhere. I gotta open the video up.
Of course, Bo. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah. And then I definitely got to see if I get one of those. I'm so lazy.
No, I can't.
So nice.
The link is too long for the chat.
One of those 10 bazillion letter links.
Yeah, maybe they've got a share button that's better for that. On X. Right here. Yeah. Oh, wrong button.
Is that for like a little water dispenser kind of deal?
Yeah. When you use the little tray of water for your brush to clean it off, then you hit the button and it flushes it away with the dirty paint.
I've seen those.
And you can just let it evaporate in the bottom tray or clean it out whenever. And the top thing keeps the water
up, Dean?
fresh longer, so you don't have to worry about it. And it's it's like $12 Canadian, so with free shipping.
80 cents here.
Yeah. So it's not like a ridiculous purchase, and you won't accidentally drink your water because it's like a fucking big thing instead of a cup.
I think the toilet description is very accurate, honestly, because that's basically what it is.
Yeah. Toilet. It's a fucking little toilet. It's a little paintbrush toilet.
I need to do some more spring cleaning, even though spring is obviously over.
Yeah.
I did, around my desk. I cleared all that up because it was getting pretty bad and underneath it. But on my table, I've got 2 piles of minis that probably probably close to 50, maybe even 75 minis. But I got no idea where I'm going to put them.
Yeah.
Where's the,
Uh,
oh,
that's-
that's
That's
right.
part of the reason why I discovered the wonders of eBay. I don't really want to get rid of my miniatures, but until I have a place to store them, if I want to paint more miniatures, I
Honey
have
on
to make
bread.
room.
Nice, Dean. That sounds good.
what? Honey on bread?
That depends on the bread.
Yeah.
Some breads aren't so good with honey. Some breads are better for
I'm,
savory.
I'm actually thinking toast.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Once you toast it, there is no bread that can't be honeyed. Oddly enough.
So am I the only one painting tonight, or?
No, I'm painting.
I'm painting in my mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I have an army. A combat patrol that I still have yet to finish, and I can't bust into my next one until I get that one finished.
Yeah.
Of course, I've discovered very quickly, I prefer the assembly process. I love painting. Don't get me wrong, but the assembly process is definitely because I find myself wanting to assemble the miniatures more than I want to paint them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been that way too. It's not like it's like you get a little more satisfaction, I think, or I feel, because if you assemble it wrong, you know, and everybody
Yeah.
knows. But if you paint it wrong, uh, it's so much easier to paint it wrong than to assemble it wrong. So you could, you know, it's like Legos. It's like it's either going to go together
Oh
right
yeah.
or it's not, and you can go, I did it, I did it. You know,
I like scratch building things, so
I do too. I just haven't done so much of it because I don't have anywhere to put it.
Yeah, I want to
We
get
did-
back into like hacking things apart and putting them together weird ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got.
I've got a Gorkin and a Morkanaut around here somewhere.
Ooh.
It's completely scratch built. It's a bunch of failed 3D prints and a
Yeah.
Tigger head for the head, like a Tigger bath toy.
Okay.
I want to find. Oh, I want to find like a pig. Now, what I want to do is make an entire orc mech team, or a bunch of orc mechs that have this 1,000 Acre Wood heads on them.
Ooh. I want to see the Connell butt, otherwise known as Eeyore. Ooh.
First, I got because the only one I had was Tigger, so I got to find the other toys first.
Yeah,
Going-
or just
going online
find them on Tinkercad or Thingiverse.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that way, like, especially now that you have like a decent computing power, you can find yourself a copy of what the fuck's it called? I gotta look it up. There is a program which you should have. Every person that 3D prints should have it, but I, for the life of me, can't remember what it's called. Mesh Mixer. I had to go. Yeah, Mesh Mixer.
Oh, I think if that's what I think it is. Remember correctly, that's one I only recently discovered.
MESHMIXER.
Yeah.
Did you get that?
No. You better
You
off
can
putting
rewind it.
something in, sending a message me in Discord.
Okay. I know, like it's a discontinued program, but you can find it like out there somewhere, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Jalapeno your cheese bread. Yeah, I can't
Keep your
picture
jalapenos.
money on jalapeno cheese bread.
Okay. Enterog, give me a minute. I'll look. Did you block him? Because he says he's blocked your YouTube chat.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Well,
Let's
I don't know. He just messaged me a minute ago.
Yeah, the link's in there. You should be able to come on in.
No. He said
From
he's
chat,
blocked
though,
in the chat. He's trying to type
I don't
things.
even know how to do that, to be honest. Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
do actually. You just click on that person.
Yeah.
So who's blocked?
George,
George.
That's odd.
George Enterog.
very. No, George is always welcome here.
Yeah.
You know, it's Connell who's blocked. No, Connell, you're not blocked.
Stop lying to him. Of course he's blocked. Okay. Oh, I just need to minimize this. Oh, it doesn't say he posted anything for it to be blocked on my end. In the chat thing. Send feedback. Chat. Oh, very odd. Very odd. George, try typing something in the YouTube chat if you're still out there.
Yeah, if there was a word in there, or in my list of words, which there's only a few words that are like that. There were some of I'm going to say Felix's favorite words.
Uh, I've got to know what that list is.
Like male genitalia and things like that. It wasn't really Felix; it was that other dude. If you remember, they just kept typing.
Felix. Cock.
Yeah,
Wow, stuff like that. Balls. You should just like put random generic words like the.
no, I definitely did not do anything like that.
No, you should.
Oh, it should.
Just be like the word of the day, right? Just like pick a random word and add it to the block list, and then remove it after the show.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like it would do us any good.
10 points to anyone who can figure out what the word is and get it through the chat filter. I got
Bells of
balls of
steel.
steel. Bells of steel. And get it through the block filter. And after you get 100 points, we'll tell you what you win. Secret is nothing.
Oh yeah.
You win having 100 points. Congratulations.
You can use those points on literally anything on anybody else's channel if they approve.
Oh yeah. Let's let that make one of those commercials. Make one of those commercials like the you can win this car, and then like record yourself reading at normal speed of thing, then speed it up 90%. So it's like you know.
Yeah.
And it's like 30 minutes of like clarification text for like a 5-second ad block.
I'm really
Uh,
confused, George. That doesn't make any sense.
yeah. He, nothing's come through, and I haven't heard another ding saying that he's tried to send something.
Yeah, because it
So
should come up on my end too, and it didn't.
yeah. I use toilet. I want some points. Justin gave me some points on Shadow Show for getting a word through his block filter. Because Shadow added a word, not realizing he was joking. I want to redeem them here on your show, Bear. And Bear's like, I fucking hate that guy. Go away. uh, uh,
I don't think he hates you. I just think he just doesn't agree with your sense of
nah.
humor. I'm gonna go with.
Ah. I also think he bought the Kool-Aid on that law that I disproved to you.
Or something similar, maybe.
And that's what was making him freak out
Yeah, it's,
because he went on Hungar's show when his game released and gave him that excuse. That's why a few days after that, I was on Mr. Max's show breaking down what that law was. Um, for those of you that don't know, a few months ago, there was a bill proposed called C-63, and a bunch of right wing conspiracy nuts went around saying it was a hate speech law. But in fact, it is a law strengthening punishments for adult themed social media sites like Pornhub and Xhamster when it comes to child related pornography, non consensual pornography, uh, hidden camera in washroom pornography, and deepfake pornography. Because those sites tend to have that stuff posted on them, and then they take their sweet ass taking it down, even after receiving court orders and lawsuits.
yeah. I think Raven would put it. You.
You indeed, you that deserves to be punished with white phosphorus. But the right wing turned it into all about hate speech and how you're not going to be allowed to say mean things on the internet anymore because
Yeah. I don't
when
know
you
if you
do
heard
that, you're
that.
supporting the things that deserve to be punished with white phosphorus. Uh,
Gavin Newsom tried to ban certain kind of memes here, and Supreme Court's told him to go kick rocks.
yes, which they deserve to do. Now, on the other hand, his legislations on deep fakes and like creating pornography of real people without their participating in it legitimately, probably a good thing. I don't know how you would legislate that with the technology being so easily reproducible by Tom,
Anybody?
Dick, and Harry, but
Yeah.
eh,
But time for a break. Oh,
Uh,
see if it's still 4,000 degrees outside.
yeah. Now, I will say that they are amending that legislation to the hate speech laws. So, hosting. Technically, it's not even creating like raping someone and then filming it and posting it online is illegal on its own. It's sexual assault, right? But hosting it on like Pornhub will be classified as hate speech, and thus you get punished under the hate speech laws. But you know, that's only because they're amending it to that bill because it's easiest to do. Uh, which is like, okay, whatever. I don't fucking care. Uh, yeah. But
Bear is too fucking sensitive, and that's all I'm going to say on the subject.
yeah, well, whatever.
If it isn't obvious, he pissed me off. So
Yeah, well. I think in some cases he's drunk the Hollywood Kool-Aid. Steeped in that kind of people, but I
it's not
wouldn't say
specifically
he's
what I'm
that
talking
bad.
about, but yeah.
Yeah. I really don't want to like pile specifically onto the dude because you know he's not here. But
What, dude?
Bear.
Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah. I'm just like
Hey, Chris.
when it comes on to like people being misinformed on things, you know, especially when it's like 10 seconds of Googling can like you can go get the actual proposed because it's only proposed legislation and that's why it's a C number instead of like an actual named bill. Uh, it's like you just got to remember like there's like this much of text that you can skip before they actually talk about the thing, and it's like you know people. It's one of the things that these people like do. I read the first half a paragraph and I didn't see that, so it doesn't say that.
yeah,
It's
it's
like
like any other headline. They read the headline and then, or
they don't understand it because it's just legalese. That's like
like
pre-rolling something.
uh, YouTube videos that have that thumbnail and that title that's incredibly misleading. Then you watch it and you're like, oh,
Oh, I report those. I fucking report them. Over on my other channel, the whole sidebar, right, has this month been the like the hot chick bent over. Then it's just like a bunch of like clips of tractors and shit like that.
uh-huh.
Scam, 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 scam. Every fucking one of them. And then I block the channels because I have channel blocker,
Yeah,
which I highly recommend
and
you
I'm
install.
noticing that with a lot more channels that I've been watching for like a long time. There's this one that I can't even watch anymore. I haven't unsubscribed because I like them, but it's like, why are you doing this? You know,
But
and I can tell it's just an attempt to keep getting more numbers. And I'm like, your
right.
numbers are fantastic. If I had your numbers, I would never do that. I would never even dream of, you know, because they're over 100,000. They got their plaque, their trophy, whatever you want to call it. It's like, just shut the fuck up.
Well,
Just,
there has been a serious crash in like actual views in the last 6 months, to about a year. Um, and if you're making your income on it, you need watch hours for the money.
Yeah.
So
I gotta wonder if it might have to do with the Mean Green site doing better, because it has been doing better, and I'm finding myself over there more and more often.
the Mean Green site,
Rumble,
Rumble. I just wish they would plug in with fucking these
like they
guys.
used to, the way they used to. Yeah,
Well,
that's
they never plugged in with StreamYard or Restream. You'd have to go re-upload the thing over there.
I don't think so. I think mine actually did it.
They had an aggregator, but it didn't actually go through the thing. You should ask them. Like, you call tech support and ask them.
Yeah,
Um,
it's almost caught myself on fire.
yeah. I've got to set up an account and do the like. Just tell 4 or 5 of you guys to sub to me, because you need like 5 subs to get streaming. It's a really low number, but you need to have somebody sub to you.
I've saved
Which-
literally every video we've ever made, except maybe one. But I'm not sure.
yeah, I can guess what one it is. The one
And,
that earned you your infamous career title.
right. And well, that one I deleted. I just fucking deleted. So it never happened.
Yeah.
And I figured at some point I'm gonna have to go and do all of them. And we have almost as many videos as we have subs.
There
Plus,
are programs that, like, if you have them on your hard drive and they're numbered, like you save them like with the right date and shit like that, or like numbered.
I'm gonna.
That will auto cue that kind of stuff. But you have to look around for that. I have no
When
idea
I started doing it, it only went back so far and missed like over 500 videos, and the ones that were the most proud of our earliest videos, from 1 to maybe 500, and that's such a monumental.
They're on YouTube, so you can download them. You can download them from YouTube through the dashboard,
Right.
as long as YouTube hasn't deleted them because they violated rules.
No. But I've got them on a hard drive, and one of these days I will just sit down and maybe hire someone to do it for me, because
Like I just told you, there are programs that
Yeah.
do it. Or you can just like do one a night before going to bed.
yeah. And 5 years from now I'd be done.
No, there are 365 days a year, so it'd be a year and a half if you only did one a night.
Well, no, because by the time because there'd be more adding up.
You could do one right after the show with me, and then one before going to bed. That would even hasten the number.
After the show, I am going to bed.
No. The lunchtime show.
The wife just handed me some of these, and I hope they're not cyanide. If I croak in front of the camera, it's from Mexico, because I couldn't find any cold medicine, and I'm like, shit,
Yeah.
I want to like nip this in the bud before it gets as bad as she had. She was out like 4 days, and I'm like,
Yeah, that's about. Like, I ramped up, and then I was out for about 4 or 5 days, and then I was
That-
expecting to
Mexico?
still be out. I was expecting to still be out Wednesday, but Tuesday around 11, I was like, I feel good.
but since there's no game tomorrow, after your show, I'll just take it easy until Saturday.
Yeah,
Play around with some more pictures for the game on Sunday, and then hopefully, go be okay for Monday. I usually, if I actually get sick, I usually kick its ass really, really quickly, whatever it is. Except that
Yeah.
one time I was sick for like over a month while Jackie and his mom were in Mexico. The whole fucking time, I was.
Was this around 2020?
No. This was before the channel.
Okay. Hey,
So
Late 2019, early 2021.
no, it was more like
No, I'm trying to hint that you had COVID.
No.
I'm just fucking with you though, right?
Yeah, I figured that. I'm pretty sure I never got it because I didn't have any symptoms, and
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
yeah, it doesn't matter. But
I had the flu. I
and
had fucking Captain Trips levels of flu.
okay.
You never read The Stand, so you don't know what Captain Trips is.
No.
You should read The Stand. You would love The Stand.
I just got a 500-page book from Red Room, and I was waiting, hoping to hurry up and get it, and then I finally got it, and I'm like, dear God, it's 500 pages. Because I have to take notes when I do a book review like that, and
Yeah.
just like this whole last week, I just totally fucked off. I should have been writing, and I just couldn't drag myself to do it. I went through my story and reread it and did all the things, and I'm like, oh, who do we have here? Oh man, hey, what's happening, man?
Hey, sorry, I know that
Yes.
you talked about it earlier, but I was talking to my son, so I was like,
Hey,
no reason to pop
that's
on for
always
like
got to
7
come
minutes.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what good is it popping on for 7 minutes to just pop off? So
Yeah. It's pronounced chicken tendies, not Omanau.
what it's called is chicken holding like tons of butter. That's what that's called. So,
Chicken tendies. Oh yeah. You don't think you
Here's
can
a
get butter
recipe
into
for
chicken
cooking-
tenders?
what's that?
You don't think you can get butter into chicken tendies?
Not as much as I want.
This is true. A nice butter sauce to go with your buttered chicken.
Oh, that's what I do a lot of times. I mean, well, you fry it in tallow, and then you just inject it with enough butter. That's you got to make it so it's
Inject it.
No, checked it with enough butter.
What you want to do is you want to slice it in half. So it's like what's she called what's that thing what the French do? And then you just put the butter and cheese in there, and then like put it back together. Then crimp the edge, and then
What am I doing?
flour, egg, and bacon bits, and then deep fry.
Oh, don't get me wrong. That's I'm waiting for, and I'll have to find out. Is I got another half share of cow, so I'm waiting for that
You
sometime.
can probably do that with beef too.
Oh, beef tallow is awesome, man. Well,
No, not tallow. Like do the thing I just described with the chicken with like a piece of
yeah, you could.
like an offcut of beef.
Yeah, but you know what is I've been using just a little hint of I have some blue cheese that I'm afraid I'm not even sure how old it is, so it is super strong at this point because it's already molded.
So the thing I just described with the chicken.
Yep.
It's got a name. I can't remember it. It's like cordon bleu or whatever.
That's usually Swiss cheese, ham.
Yeah. You can switch up the top stuffing.
Hey,
but
doesn't matter.
Do that with beef. Just like take some thin slices of beef, put them inside the chicken.
Wait. This is like a turducken, but we're doing it with chicken and beef in this case. Actually, I don't.
Shit, I'm being dumb again.
You try it.
In case it'd be a bulletin.
Hey, you don't need to bring the comments up when they're on the sidebar, man.
Yeah, but I can't read them in the sidebar. They're too tiny.
Oh, for Dean Powell.
Shadow, have you considered going to the eye doctor?
So just for Dean Powell.
No, I haven't considered going to a doctor in about a decade.
Shadow, have you considered buying a larger monitor, putting it on the wall, and running a cable from the laptop to the monitor so you can see it big?
Nope, I haven't considered.
Well, once again, if he were to go visit the eye doctor, he wouldn't have to spend that much money. Glasses aren't that expensive.
No, I've got readers right here, but not a fan of wearing glasses.
So Dean Powell, you're always welcome to join our Axe
Oh.
game if you want. It's an open game on Saturday nights every other. Well, we're not doing it for the month of October because we go visit my parents. But anyone's welcome to join if you want to. You'll be
So let me get one thing straight.
what?
You have cut water out of your diet. I mean, cut everything except water out of your diet for health. But you're gonna let your eyes go to absolute garbage because you don't like glasses.
Whenever I
You'll
wear
literally let yourself
glasses,
go blind.
whenever I wear glasses for any length of time, they just fog up.
Yeah.
And
You know there are coatings for that, right?
there's what?
Coatings.
Coatings.
Oh no, I did not know that. Never heard of such
Yeah.
a thing.
And they aren't even that
Yeah.
expensive. They used to be really expensive, but they aren't expensive anymore.
Yeah. You can get some of the anti-fog coatings and stuff. And
Yep. They just go on there.
Hey, what's up, Off Grid? Dang, we got near the whole freaking gaming crew here again. That's awesome.
Sweet.
All we're missing is Armstrong and Grimm's never online, and Raven, who's doing her show right now.
She's doing her show right now.
Yeah, on 1-2 Radio.
Is this the normal time she does her show?
I don't think so because she's been here so many times. I think they might have changed up her schedule or something. But
the schedule or the medicine? Which one? Sorry.
No. In her case, it's
no.
the lack of medicine. She could really use something.
Show being tortured by cats. It's all the same thing.
Raven,
I thought-
Raven on mushrooms. You can't tell the difference.
oh, I'm pretty sure we can tell the difference.
Yeah, on mushroom, she's much saner.
Yeah. Oh, and we know she has a mushroom. She literally comes on. Oh yeah, I remember me talking about the Bigfoot. I finally realized that was me just seeing things. It's all so clear to me now.
That that's never going to happen. Come on.
On mushrooms, it might.
Just on mushrooms, though.
Yeah, maybe some ecstasy or acid,
Drugs are bad.
or cocaine.
Don't do drugs, kids. Stay in school.
No, I think you need to lean into the hard psychotropics. What are the hard acid? Yeah.
Is that still a thing? I thought that was a done deal a long time ago. Kind of like
No, acid's still around. Just got like different names and shit.
I have no idea where, and I didn't at the time either. But supposedly, you can still find it where I live, and I'm in a small town.
Yeah.
well, that's where they make it.
Yeah. In a
Okay,
small
that's
town. Yeah. She's never more stable than when on the things that give you really good visions. You and me flipping out. Raven, straight and narrow.
So here's a question for you because you're a big Morkborg fan there, Justin.
Yeah, my book's right there. Oh, it's right there.
Have you played Pirate Borg?
No.
Okay, just curious since it,
Yeah, they just did like a expansion to it or something.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm kicking it. I'm kickstarting it, but I like the artwork a lot better than Morkborg, and it's like
Yeah,
oh,
I can see that. I can see that. It's more pirate themed. It's like
Yeah.
basically the same kind of art, but pirate themed instead of like heavy metal, dark fantasy themed.
It is, but I also
I just-
like. But I mean, go ahead.
I just made a connection.
Oh, okay.
Several months ago, when I've joined, it's like the only time I did, but I joined an Archon Archon Studios live stream. They were talking about the previous Kickstarter, not this last one, but the Caves one. And they were talking about other Kickstarters. I literally asked about a pirate themed one, and he's like, he kind of hot around the question, and now I know why. They're doing a pirate Kickstarter shortly afterwards.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's going to be another money pit for me.
Yeah.
Same here.
I mean, I was looking at what was ISFET for the Monolith games where they, and I said, why am I getting this? My friend who lives in Houston literally kickstarts these, giant board games. And the only time I'm going to play is generally if I'm going to go down and see him anyway. So, like, I'll let him get all those Kickstarters, and I'll just play accordingly.
And then just play with him.
Yeah, well, we have several of our friends in Houston, so I'm going to be going there on not this Saturday, but the Saturday after. We're going to probably spend all day playing board game stuff with my son. We'll take him, then we'll go see my aunt, and then we'll go see my parents. We're just going to drive across the Gulf Coast,
Sweet.
seeing all the family. So, but yeah, it's good to see my friends. I mean, last time when I came back, I stopped to see them, but I said, it's better to spend all day than just hang out. Rather than just come in late at night and go, oh, okay.
That's the best thing to do.
You don't have enough time to play all the games. If you stay up late at night, you're not rushed either.
Yeah.
You can get
But that's logic. That's
I don't know,
logic.
I'm not a huge,
Logic's
I'm not a
for
huge
weirdos.
fan. I'm not a huge fan of the Cypher system, but I played actually my first in-person game in probably 4 years, and it was a lot of fun. And we had like 9 people all joining in.
Mm-hmm.
I felt kind of bad because they were all bringing snacks and everything else. And,
Were you playing a Traveler game? Cypher Traveler, basically.
no, Cypher system. Cypher. No. You're
Oh, I
thinking
must be thinking
CPS.
something
You're
else.
thinking
Yeah.
CPS system. No. This is the Cypher system. But it was a lot of fun. They went over and said, "Hey guys, it's Game of Palooza. We're gonna be playing." I think they did like 4 or 5 different ones, but they're not that far from me. They're about 40 minutes away, and they did. They're gonna be doing the Genesis Twilight Imperium at some point. But I mean, they got all sorts of games. Problem is, like, just trying to, I like to spend time with my son, and I'm sure that they'd welcome him, but at a certain point, it's kind of hard to get all the timing correct. So. But no, it was a lot of fun to do that. Something I missed, when you come in and everyone brings in food, and there's more food than anyone can ever eat. It's a giant potluck.
Yeah, that's good. That's how you get fat, like a good this guy right here. That's how you get one of these, bro.
I actually, I've been doing a more work for the game through the Night Cafe, giving me
Yeah, I
ideas
saw.
for for character descriptions and even locations. And I did some work for the scheme the players have to, which I'm kind of surprised you guys didn't want to do it sooner.
The what?
The sunken ruins and stuff that are everywhere.
Well,
Oh, I missed that last week.
Off-grid got used as bait, and last week, and
no, I mean, that was cool. The big thing I need to do is ask Justin's character if I can go transcribe his Lich Queen book. That's what I need.
My what book?
Your Lich Queen book.
If I still have that.
Uh-oh.
why wouldn't you still have it?
Why wouldn't I?
I made it into cake.
Made it into cake.
Yeah.
See, I got another red bubble on my on Discord. I got another.
Shadow had to go through a
Yeah,
reboot there.
somebody just friended
Yeah.
me from
No, I think it was Dean, but he Descent. It was Crafting Gamer. Maybe not.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's
yeah.
way down here. Oh, geez, look at all these
Something
things.
a while ago.
I know it was David Giles showing me his Tyranid army. from his
That
wife's.
was actually pretty cool looking. I mean, his wife. I think that's his wife's pony, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And so she. Now that said, is I like to do mine as the brightest colored. The uh, the brightest colored insects I can find, so they just stand out.
I colored my Tyranids the same exact color as my orcs, which is
Green.
a lot of golds, a lot of coppers, a lot of purple, some blue, and of course green skin.
Uh-oh. Oh man. Oh. Oh
What?
In
crap.
fact, actually, I have some pictures of this.
Oh, now did it break your window off grid, or did you just have your window open?
Oh, that sucks, dude.
Ooh.
Well, we know he's not in the real world, but you're using kilometers. That's a fairyland.
You,
I was
you
trying to
mean
share
the
a
rest
picture
of
of
the
the
earth?
Lich Queen, but it's just not working. That's weird. You're a
Oh,
mess of
rough.
feathers now.
Rough grouse, man. You know what you do with that thing? That looks like good eats. You say, thanks for hunting yourself for me. I will be plucking, feathering, and roasting you with a nice butter.
I will say this much. This is one of the reasons that all these people will not try to stop if they see a vulture on the road. I do not want that thing in my windshield, because if it's even partially alive to defend themselves, they throw up on you. I'm like, nope, nope, nope. I will slow down for you. I don't want to have to deal with you being stuck to my windshield and have to pull you off.
This thing looks delicious. Just saying.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to ask Shadow why there's an echo. So
Hmm?
What looks delicious?
A rough grouse.
I've never seen one.
well, it's just a little different than a smooth grouse.
Yeah. I'll pull up a picture. Yeah, you just bring that up whenever you want.
Whoop. If I could actually click on the damn button.
That thing looks delicious.
Sure.
It looks like a little mini turkey with its when it fans out its tail.
Yeah, let me see if I can just slideshow onto that image.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm just saying. If it broke its neck, that means it wants you to eat it.
I was on the road down to the border, and there was a roadrunner on the far end. I mean, in the opposite lane, waiting on the on the shoulder, and it took off running, and it had to run across 3 lanes of traffic just so it could kill itself on my car.
It wanted to be eaten.
Oh, and
We
and
have
I was going
literally
70 miles.
adrenaline drunk. Sorry.
No, you start. Go.
We have literally adrenaline junkie deer around here. They will not move until you're within 10 feet, and then they will leap out in front of the car.
So what I've heard is that sometimes, as long as you don't press the brakes, because they hear the brakes, they won't jump out until they hear the brakes. But I mean, yeah, deer are nuts. I mean, oh my God! If I start seeing any of them on the side of the road, I try slowing down well before I get to them, because I don't want the side of your car. You have a death wish. I would have avoided you.
Shadow, you
Yo.
said you wanted to share something, but you couldn't figure out how to.
Yeah, the Lich Queen picture in the NPC section, because
I saw it.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, you did that with Night Cafe. Night Cafe was doing a pretty good job. But have you heard what's been happening now with all the AI art?
No.
maybe.
So what's been happening is, before it was able to pull up from real human beings, but there's so much AI art now it now starts pulling it from other AI art, and now it's getting worse and worse because of that.
No, they're deliberately training to prevent that from happening on other AI stuff. It doesn't actually live pull art randomly when you ask for things. The model has to be trained with that information in advance.
That's yes, but the problem that they've been having on the newer stuff is that it's hard to tell them who's like real and who isn't, and it's starting to cause problems with it.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying is that before they, you had human artists and they could pull from all that, but now they're gonna have to be selective. Like you said, you're gonna now have to be very selective in who you are going to pull your art from. Otherwise, it's going to be pulling AI art. So yeah.
The Lich Queen.
He's under the NPC section, I think.
I'm looking on the.
Yeah, I've been able to do it before, but my brain's not braining tonight.
Oh man. Yeah. I went to physical therapy. It's
where the fuck is the NPC section, man?
He just says in the bright cap, I think is what it is. If you look at
no, it's a new channel, but it's at the very bottom. We're not at the
very. Yeah, it's not labeled. You see what I mean? Ordered. Oh, is it the first one? Yeah, Lich Queen.
Here. That's my coloration of my Tyranids. Oh, there's a head floating. Well, there was a floating head behind you.
Hits the button.
Yep.
It hits the button.
It hit the button.
What's in the box?
Yeah.
Why does she
came
have
out because they said it's a female, so that's what it did.
We like boobs. We're happy for boobs. Boobs are a good thing.
Take care of
boobs.
We'll see you.
Just expanded rib cages or something?
Saturday or Sunday?
No, it's padded, bro. She got a little She's got to put a little socks in her chest.
No. What you need to do is you need to read what Benjamin Franklin said about older women.
Which was
that quote.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are going to go look that up right now.
No, you should.
Or ever.
Oh, really?
You can just tell us.
Well, I'll have to find it here, but yeah.
Oh, see, he wants us to do his work for him. I see how you are.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't know what the quote is. He wants us to tell him.
Yeah, that's right.
That's one of those verbatim things.
All right. Let's
Omenel using his tricknology.
Oh, it's not technology. I just don't remember everything. Let's see. Here's what we go.
Fucking. I have a plus 10 in tricknology.
Stop. I found the quote here. Because
I don't believe you.
That walks upright, the deficiency of fluids that fill the muscles appears first in the highest part. The face first grows lank and wrinkled, then the neck, then the breasts and arms. The lower parts continue to last as plump as ever, so that covering above, all with a basket regarding only what is above the girl, it's impossible for two women to know an old from a young one. So that's what's happening to her. It's all from the face. He has the rest of the parts all working.
And that makes it any better?
Hey, dude! All you have to do is put a plastic bag deadly to breathe, and you're okay.
Well, she's on debt, so she doesn't need the hole, bro.
That's right. That's my whole point. That's why I said plastic bag.
Yeah.
Paper bags were, those were 1970s. Now we're in the plastic age.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I'm just saying.
Here's the other part.
I will boldly go where probably hundreds of thousands of men have gone, judged by how old she looks.
Oh yeah.
And half of them were Shadow.
I'm just thinking hundreds of thousands. That's just got to be,
Well, how do you think she became a lich?
Okay.
Hey, women have more paths open to them in this world, you know.
Well, it is my fantasy D&D world, so I got to think, maybe not. Like no paths whatsoever.
Yeah. Degenerate.
So you're going to be there Wednesday, Sunday, Omen?
This Sunday I will, but after that
Okay.
I'll be on until
Okay.
November. So I can be there this Sunday, but not.
Okay. All right. You're gonna miss the Halloween special game unless
Yep.
you come back on like whatever the Sunday is right after Halloween. Because I may carry it over like 2 sessions if that's
That's the
going to be the case.
His
'Cause I don't want-
character is going into deep meditative hibernation in his quarters.
Yeah.
The shaman one or whatever it was,
Wujin?
the Wu Jin, and the other guy's just gonna stand bodyguard because he's bored or whatever. I don't know. I was just gonna try to help my buddy Omen now come up with an in world justification for not
Dear
being
God,
here.
Dean.
What?
To quote Metal Gear Solid, women do have more hiding places than men.
Hey, after the Marines completely blew up the humanoid recognition of the AI from DARPA by hiding under a box, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, they also did this shit right when walking.
Well, they did all sorts of things. One of them decided to do cartwheels, and it couldn't recognize he was a human being. Oh,
Yeah, I think they fixed that by now, though. So I hope.
no. Yeah, but now you just have to do, now you just have to moonwalk and you're okay because you can't recognize you. No.
This is my moonwalking. Yeah, it's close enough. I'm a jive hip motherfucker. Look, I got this little bit of beard right here.
Hey. Don't make me watch Airplane again.
I would not wish that on my worst enemy, bro.
Oh, Airplane's hilarious. I love Airplane.
I feel sorry for your. I now know why you're divorced.
Oh, my son loved Airplane too.
I now know why he's going to be a person who gets divorced.
I've only seen Airplane 2.
Far superior film. By the sheer happenstance, nothing can be worse than Airplane 1.
I'm baffled, Justin. Your brain works in such weird ways.
Oh.
I mean, the first thing, Omen getting divorced, bad sense of humor. I can see that, but I don't know how that's going to carry over for like a couple more decades for Omen's son.
Well, he said his son also likes the movie, so his son is going to get married. She's going to find out he likes Airplane, and then file for divorce, because that's how that works.
That's a long way to go.
Yeah, it's the rules. I didn't make them up, except for the time I made them up. Oh.
That's a long way to go for a joke. Just saying. I applaud you.
I am the master of going absurdly long distances for just my own.
I've seen people walk 500 miles for a joke, and then walk 500 more.
I love that song.
Would you walk 500 miles? Crafting?
No.
Okay.
Kidding me? I'm too lazy for that.
I would steal
There's a reason we have a bad stigma in our.
I would steal my brother's scooter and drive it 500 miles. That fat motherfucker.
Right, he's gonna have hair like in Top Secret. Hmm.
Oh,
Oh, there's another game I need to go into.
what? Top Secret?
Yeah, well, not the game. I mean the movie. I get my son to watch that.
Oh,
Top Secret is better than Airplane.
is that
But-
the one with Dabney Coleman?
Leslie
Daphne.
Nielsen is Airplane. Top Secret has
Martin Sheen,
Cool.
Charlie Sheen.
I'm thinking of another movie.
Dabney
Maybe it's
Coleman.
Cloak and Dagger with Dabney Coleman. He plays a character called Jack Flack,
mm,
an imaginary spy in somebody's imagination. It's been so long since I've seen it.
How do you spell his first name?
Dabney.
Dabney.
Yeah.
DAEA. And why you said?
I'm warning you. If you look him
D-A-B-
up, you'll shoot your eye out.
Dabney.
And
Yeah. He was the father in the Christmas Story.
No,
he died this year.
Dabney Coleman.
Yeah, May
Huh.
16th.
Oh, that's weird because I named Captain Morrissey in my last story. His first name's Dabney because I needed a weird name, and I'm like, huh,
Yeah.
all right, that works.
War Games. He was in that.
I don't think it was War Games.
Well, it says right here, War Games.
No, the movie I'm thinking of. Yeah, I know he was in War
Cloak
Games.
and Dagger is the movie you might be thinking of. Oh, Dabney Coleman was the 9 to 5 guy. Okay.
In Cloak and Dagger, I think, or whatever, he plays an imaginary spy based on an action figure that the kid has. He's carrying around or something. There used to be a GI Joe, one of the like 3-inch action figures that looked just
Yeah.
like him.
There was a movie like that. The kid had an imaginary adventure through a toy he had, and then it was actually like it was supposed to be he was connected to another dimension or something like that. And the bad guys found this out and found out if they kill the kid, they could stop the hero. So they try to jump dimensions, and the hero has to come and save the kid.
Mm.
No, it wasn't
I
that.
can't remember what that's called. No, I doubted it was the same thing. I just remembered that movie.
The
Can't
Man
remember
with
what
One Red Shoe. He was in that.
It wasn't. You're not talking about Last Action Hero or something, are you?
No, that was
Might
a
be.
movie.
I don't
ticket.
remember. I
Was
just
Arnold
remember
in
that the kid. I can't remember. I just remember the premise. The kid had an imaginary adventure with his like doll or something, and then come to find out he was controlling some hero, and the bad guys learned this and said if they killed the kid, they could stop the hero.
Oh.
It was a very never-ending story kind of premise.
Sounds like it.
Never ending story. Great movie.
Yes, it is. Tantar, move! Don't give up.
It was another one of those movies I saw once and never saw it again.
You
Did
should
you
watch
stop
that
watching
again.
it, Tantar?
Is that the big white furry dragon looking thing?
No.
Yeah.
Tantar's the horse.
Oh.
That's not his name's not Tentor. It's
I thought it was.
Fairfax, Aerofax, something like that.
I like that name, Fairfax. I'm gonna have to use that.
I know it's been a while since I've seen it. I just remember a lot of people
yeah.
saying they stopped at the horse dying scene.
He dies in the horse of in the bog of perpetual misery or something like that. Oh.
The storyline basically goes off that the horse just literally gives up on life, so the bog
Yeah,
eats it.
yeah.
Let's hope Grimm's Pegasus doesn't get the same malaise
Yeah,
the way he's been treated.
yeah. The
It's been so long since I've seen that movie.
it's based on a book, a novel by a German author.
Somehow it being German surprised me.
Yeah. Oh, there's Cloak and Dagger. Hey, Cloak and Dagger's got that kid from Flight of the Navigator. Was it Flight of the Navigator? No, E.T. Sorry. Yeah, those movies are all the same.
I didn't like Flight of the Navigator. I didn't like E.T. either, but
I like Flight of the Navigator more than E.T.
I could see that. Yeah, E.T. I kind of hated that movie,
Yeah.
even though at the time it had all those D&D references that
You
My
just
friend
like
was-
alien movies because it reminds you of what you never got to experience. An abduction.
No, I just hated
Unlike Ray.
ET because it was so boring. Like, good
That
God.
too is a very dull, turgid waste of time. The best part is when they have that the government agency trying to dissect the little freaking monster, and they cut that out of most versions of the thing.
Shut up! Oh my god, my dog's being such a goofball.
Oh my god, just a Valley Girl.
It's just I early on I kind of
Hey, rarely I get to mock people for sounding like a Valley Girl. It's usually me.
I was just explaining to Dean. As a youngster, I sort of like had this thing against kid movies. If that makes any sense, they just seemed so dumbed down for what I was, able to absorb and understand. It just seemed like I don't know, just the kids that I hung out with weren't never that dumb.
Mm. Yeah.
So, how did you feel about the Goonies?
You were very selective then.
I've never seen the Goonies.
You should
I
watch
know,
the
I know.
Goonies.
I know I should. Oh, it's the squirrel. He's teasing the dog. I can literally hear the fucker cursing and teasing in squirrelese.
Out of all the languages you've learned, out of your thousands of centuries, you learned to speak squirrel.
Didn't you see that Rick and Morty thing with squirrels? Don't fuck with the squirrels, Morty. What'd you do? You have to find a new dimension.
Yeah.
Chewy, come here. Apparently, Chewy understands squirrel too.
Yeah.
I was hoping it was my late delivery of caramel ice cream topping, but yeah, banana split sounds really good.
Mhm.
When you guys like catch a cold, do you get like ravenously hungry?
No.
No.
Unless this cold is one of those that specifically makes you hungry, like it drains you to the point you got to eat constantly.
Sorry, guys.
Usually, when I'm sick, I have absolutely no appetite. All I want to do is sleep.
Really, it could be the cold medicine because I wasn't hungry. I just ate dinner, 4:30 ish.
Okay, I think your wife has given you a combination of cocaine, tobacco.
Dean Powell, the guns to walkie-talkies. It's called being a punk-ass little bitch, which Disney has always been. And that's why they changed it, because the kids are little sensitive flowers that need to be protected from. When I was a kid, we watched people die.
Actually, I'm gonna bring up my other little conspiracy theory. No, it's because they wanted the FBI, who was part of it, to look like good guys or less bad guys, rather than the JBTs that they are.
You know, in every country that's ever had secret police, everybody knows who they are. And in your country, they're called the FBI.
Oh no! In our
We got
country,
more
they're
than
called all
one
sorts
secret
of things.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've got like
Yeah.
half a dozen countries.
Well, yeah, but still, like the primary one is like the FBI, and you gotta start
The-
treating them like the fucking KGB or any other organization like that, because that's what they are.
Yeah, especially if you've ever seen any of the videos where they come to people's doors.
Mm-hmm.
They look like PE teachers. Who
Yeah,
have seen their best days decades.
they don't look like Fox Mulder. They look like Uncle Todd.
I was gonna say they look like what was his name from Buttermaker from the Bad News Bears.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's what's been getting me is when the guy
They
said,
look
"Oh,
like
well,
the principal. They look like the principal from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
I knew you were gonna say that. I just like, oh, he's gonna go that. What was that freaking pedo's name? John Jane. Oh man,
it's not important."
Who didn't see that coming? His parents are like, "Oh dear God, we're raising a pedophile," and he was like 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I
Which,
mean,
like, out of all the things that you could be accused of pedoing in, I think his is like the least like incriminating one.
hey, you mean like Isaac Asimov's son?
Isaac Asimov's son. What did he do?
I'll look that up for when like they found all sorts of stuff on his computer, and they're just like, oh,
Oh,
you got a slap on the wrist, literally, like just a slap.
yeah.
On the wrist. It's like, well, gee, you're up there with Epstein. Oh yeah, that's okay.
Nice, Gene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that. There's the one where the guy was trying to identify himself, and the sheriff just wouldn't take his ID. Still funny. But then there's the other one where the guy was trying to like rope the sheriff into like some conspiracy and was being all cagey. It was like, I called you out here to talk to you, and then he's just like, talk to me about what? Well, I called you out here to talk to you about what? And it's just like, okay, you're playing games with me now. You're under arrest.
Well,
And then he tried the I can't breathe thing in the car.
I like the one where they like, oh well, we can't be on TV. Could you just put away the camera? Like, no, that's what.
No, actually, I'm going to get another one.
The second you ask to put the camera away is the second the arrest. Your presence is definitely illegitimate here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter because they do the 302, so they don't even, whenever they interview you, they don't have any records except the 2 FBI agents that are writing down their notes. That's the only, which to me is suspect overall. Like, we're in the modern era. Like, you can't get a tape recorder and some video in there. What's so hard about that? I mean,
yeah. Well, they're harder to manipulate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I saw an actual tape recorder.
Well,
you just use your phone now.
Yeah.
No, I know, but I used to use them for my work a lot. The little ones, the regular ones, and I can't remember the last time I even saw one in an electronics department.
Well, there's no real use to have them. Even the digital recorders, they're kind of like, why? Even the Parabellum mics we have, I assume we still have them out.
Oh, speaking of surveillance, check this shit.
They would hook up to the phone now, instead of a recording device.
I went outside today to take out a bag of trash, right? And I'm on my own property, and I walk around to the side of the house, puts trash in the bin, and I hear, "You are being recorded," or "Hello, you are being recorded." Have you seen those things, or I should say, heard those things?
No.
People have they now, half my neighbors have these security systems that when you walk by their house, it says, "Hello, you are being recorded." But yet, I knew which house it was. I could tell, and it was catty cornered, like diagonally, like across the street and down 3 houses.
That's odd that the sensor's that big of a range.
Exactly. Because the other week I had to go walk to my son's school and deliver a piece of paper, which...
Yeah, usually the sign is supposed to be good enough. Just put it up.
But I walked by 4 houses and it said, "Hello, you're being recorded. Hello, you're being recorded." And I just went out to my own front on my property, and my neighbor down the freaking street, because I was the only person on the street.
Yeah.
I'm like,
that sensitivity is way too strong.
You are aware
that's because you're in California.
By a leaf or a grain of dust.
Yeah.
Well, that's because you're in California. They have to have all that stuff out there because you don't have any real laws anyway.
Yeah. We're in this province is one-party consent for recording, and that means like the person turning on the recorder is the person consenting to recording.
Yeah, it's assumed. Yeah, it's assumed if you're recording that you're consenting. So.
Yeah.
That's.
Well, I don't like it where I am. But I'm like, well.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to go talk to the neighbors and say, "Hey,
But that's only in a private setting. You know that, right? If you're recording them in a public area.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's to me, knowing what I know, nothing says I got stuff I don't want you to know about and hide or valuables than something like that.
Oh,
You walk by
Oh,
five
no,
houses that don't happen, and then the next one says, it goes off and says, "Hello, you're being recorded." If I was a
Yeah.
bad guy, it'd be like, "Here's the
Oh.
first house I'm gonna,"
That's the house I'm robbing.
well. The good news is that you have apparently
And of
8
course,
to 10 houses worth robbing because they all have it. So
Yeah, and of course, the only thing they got in their house is like a bag full of socks.
you know what you need to do is you need
Yeah,
to
It's
they
say,
not
break
even
the
like
cheese in the
new
refrigerator.
socks. It's like a grocery bag full of socks that are like.
oh my god, tell me about it. Since Grandma and Jackie switched rooms, we've got like a pile of like I want to say like 6 trash bags full of clothes that neither Jackie or Grandma have worn in years, and we've got to make a
Well,
trip either
with-
to Salvation Army or something.
With Jackie, you definitely need to get rid of them because he's not getting back into those fucking things.
no. I'm going to bring this up.
Maybe Grandma can get into them now.
Well, no. Here's the problem: is Jackie will become like Norman Bates if you leave those clothes around.
He'll be what?
Norman Bates.
Norman
Oh.
Bates dressed up
Oh.
as Grandma. Oh, yeah.
Oh no, dude! Don't even put that out there. He's already got the thing for costumes and dressing up. No, don't do that. Don't put that out there. Man.
Next thing Shadow knows in his
You have to
local
get rid of
news,
the
he hears
clothes now.
old woman. The next thing
Yeah,
Shadow
you have
knows
to
in
get rid
his
of the clothes
news,
now
he gets,
before.
old woman robs bank.
No. It's
Hey,
the teenage boy found with the mummified corpse of grandmother in a rocking chair. Parents dead in dried up lake. Oh,
how did I get hooked up with you guys again?
I don't know.
what?
Hey, I was being mild.
Hey,
No. I listed up the actual events of Psycho, bro.
I know. We know.
I don't
Yeah.
think TCG's ever seen it.
All right, TCG, you need to go and watch it.
It's a classic.
Or the remake. The remake is the exact same fucking film. So
Yeah, but you know what? It's in color, and actually, the black and white I think does better.
yeah,
brings back.
some people don't do black and white films that well. So
Mhm.
you know.
Well, I mean, Citizen Kane. I don't think if you colorize that, I don't think it would have nearly the same effect.
No, I don't either.
But we do get to say our new catch line on this show. Rosebud.
Oh yeah.
that's that guy's freaking catchphrase.
Yeah. Rosebud. Shadow.
Well, this is what I'm going to think. That's what Shadow's going to have in his book. He's going to be like, "Oh, we're not sure what it is." His last words. They're going to be throwing all the books in the fire, and we're going to see it open up right there.
No, Shadows. This will be Shadows' autobiography. Why Rosebud traumatized me.
Oh
No, it didn't.
no,
It didn't.
no.
Well, the movie didn't, but the thing that you're talking about is disgusting. It's just
Yeah. Now, everybody in adult theaters near you, Shadow presents Rosebud 78 coming this November. This January, Rosebud number 79 will be out.
ugh,
He has a new Rosebud film out every month.
so fucking disgusting.
Actually, every month it's going to be a new flower. Yeah,
No.
It's going to be like
He
tulip
specializes-
bud for one.
He specializes on man Rosebud action.
Well, no. He's
And then
got
once he finally gets
Rosebud.
tired of that, it'll be Rosebud. Rosebud 2, the search for fresh buds.
And then his final one is
The Twink Boogaloo.
no, it's going to be Seymour. That's going to be the final one. It's with Seymour.
Seymour. Butts.
No. You know the one I'm talking
Audrey.
about.
You mean Audrey too?
Yep. See, Shadow got it, but I don't think. the
Yeah,
rest-
but
I don't.
Yeah,
Seymour and Audrey. I don't.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, yeah.
I've got to get the boy to watch that one. That's
gotta sit down and
literally
watch
my
that.
favorite musical of all
I
time.
actually know a guy. His last name is Seymour. So feed me, Seymour. Feed me.
I knew a guy who could sing the entire movie verbatim from memory.
Wow.
That's
Yeah, they actually make a Little Shop of Horrors reference in the movie Waxwork.
Okay.
They've actually
And
to make
not
two.
only could he do that, but he could do it well. He,
Oh,
he
that's-
kind of looked a lot like you, TCG. So he could have been a relative. He was an amazingly talented young man, and he. I'm not going to mention any names. He actually there was this guy his own age. We all lived in my apartment complex, and I was the lifeguard at the pool. And this one guy looked like one of the Baldwins. Okay, like the blonde Baldwin looked just like him, but add like some extra pounds. Right? He had this smoking hot girlfriend. I mean, smoking hot, right? And he pulled her. It was like, you're kidding me.
You pulled her?
Everybody was just like, no, there ain't no way. And sure enough, somehow they got together. I don't know what happened because I moved away, but I'm like, just impressive. So, crafting, there's always hope. Don't give up.
I find it kind of disturbing that we go from Rosebud to me finding a girlfriend.
Yeah, you need to find a girlfriend, bro.
Well, it's just the fact that Shadow makes that particular correlation. That's kind of scary.
No, it was because of the Little Shop of Horrors reference, not because he could sing Little Shop of Horrors, the male and female parts, perfectly and well. Not like not like really good for the females, obviously, because what was her name? Oh my God, the lead actress with the lisp. You know what I'm talking about?
Little Shop of Horrors.
When you say her
I
name,
gotta say somewhere. I gotta actually watch that.
Oh,
The silence is deafening.
God, not Amanda Plummer. That's the woman who looks like her but doesn't really sound like her.
I don't know any stars by name unless they're very, very specific.
Ellen Grain.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's funny because I think she was in an episode of like X-Files or something, and she's got this incredibly distinct voice, right? And I think it was an episode of the X-Files or something like that, and you didn't see the woman, but the investigators
Heroes.
Was it Heroes?
She was in 3 episodes of Heroes.
Okay, and like
she was in an episode of X-Files too. So.
Okay.
Who is this?
Ellen Green.
Ellen Green.
Okay.
The lead actress from Little Shop of Horrors, and someone's talking to her, and she's all in shadows, and you can't see her. The first word, I'm like, that's freaking Ellen Green. Sure enough, and she looked wrecked. Sorry, Ellen, but I don't know what happened, but
Well, what year was
this? It would have been 2002 for X-Files.
and Little Shop was in the 80s.
X-File?
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
I'm sorry.
and Little Shop of Horrors was in the 80s, so 20 years and boom, hit the wall.
Well, she's 73 now, so.
Yeah. So that would have been
Even when Heroes was
her
on, that would have been
50s.
yeah.
Well, Heroes was what, 2009, 2008, I think, when it first came out, something like that.
Yeah, 2007 to 2009. She was in 3 episodes of that.
Which is nice because they clearly, grabbed her because of somebody's love for that thing. I always like get a kick when I see like a new movie or a new show or something, and they pull somebody, that used to be famous, like Ellen Gray or Aaron Gray from Buck Rogers and things like that. And they bring them in, as the older person, and you're like, "Oh, I remember you. Oh wow, it's been that long, huh?"
Yeah.
But it's always kind of neat to see when they do that and bring somebody because of something like that one little thing they did, that's sci-fi related. Of course, they went on to go and do 50,000 Lifetime movies or something like that. But
Fuck, if I had like $200,000-$300,000, I would make a bunch of Lifetime movies, man.
he's not kidding.
Long.
He's talked
Wait,
about it
wait.
before.
Yeah.
No. Wait a minute. He'd
I'd
do
make a
Lifetime
bunch of
movies, and he would also do his Harlequin novel.
Well, I'm doing that
Don't get him
anyway.
started on that.
Yeah, don't make me. You want me to send you some
Yeah, I think you should.
You know what? They'll be read like a lot
teddy
of
bear
them.
related stuff.
They're just sitting on the shelf.
No, I'm gonna self-publish a bunch of those things out in the next couple of months.
Hey, man, sell them for like $2 or whatever.
Yeah, that's what they sell. Ebooks, $2.99 is the minimum they'll let you sell that for.
All right.
On Amazon.
Well, we'll all remember, and Justin will just have to have himself Photoshop.
That's funny, Dean.
Fabio's body, and that's
No. I've got a pen name and all that shit already worked out.
All right.
I'm gonna be under a female pseudonym.
Oh yeah.
I've even got a picture.
Oh, good. You can make sure there's like a middle-aged, housewife looking person.
Yeah.
Me too, Dean,
I'm about to bring the picture up for shout out to
Uh-oh. Let's see.
Yeah.
Have a good night, Dean.
Party on, Dean Pal.
Oh yeah.
This is Maya D. Hertz, my pseudonym.
Wait. Oh, okay. Oh.
I need to do that for Norma Jean as well, I guess.
You know what?
She's a lovely young woman with more cats than Raven.
Wait. Do you know who that reminds me of? Is that lady that was in Kong versus Godzilla? Okay. Well, how about this? What was that thing? It was Tales from the Loop. That lady.
Tales from the Loop.
Okay, so you had Tales from the Loop. You had the one that was in the, King Kong versus Godzilla. It's that same lady.
Rebecca Hill.
I guess I don't know.
Are you gonna put that picture on the back cover?
Yeah. Where the author photo goes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That photo.
That's genius, dude. I was thinking, you know what? I get it. I totally get it. They see that and they're like, she looks just like me. I'm gonna buy her books.
You have to age her a little bit older though, just a little bit. Yeah, Rebecca Hall.
You're muted.
Who's muted? Justin.
That is genius, though, Justin. That's genius.
Yeah. That reminds me of Rebecca Hall.
I don't recognize the name.
All right. Yeah, it doesn't matter whether you recognize the name. I did tell the character within. It's in Tales from the Loop and Godzilla. King Kong.
I'm literally familiar with neither of those. I might have seen Kong versus Godzilla with Jackie. I'm pretty sure I did. Was Samuel L. Jackson in it?
No, that was Skull Island.
Okay, yeah, we haven't seen the one after that then.
So here's the thing.
I refuse to watch it.
No, here's the thing. You get exactly what the movie says. King Kong versus Godzilla.
No, you're not.
No,
you're getting some horrible mutation that claims to be King Kong.
Oh,
King Kong was the size of a toddler compared to Godzilla. They actually either had to shrink Godzilla or they had to grow King Kong, and it's obvious by the commercials they grew King Kong. Either way, I would refuse to watch it because for plot, they had to completely rewrite the creature. And besides, even if King Kong was the size of Godzilla, Godzilla would literally go bleh, nuclear fire, and King Kong would be dead.
Oh no, you got to watch the whole thing, Craft Gamer, because when I watch it, I don't really care because I got what I exactly asked for. It was the best movie of 2021 because I did not feel cheated. There was no build up. It's like, oh, it's Kong versus Godzilla. Great. You know what? You can go back to your 1930s Joe if you have a problem with it.
Hey, that was a good movie.
My favorite Godzilla.
Actually, it was. I did enjoy it. I've watched all the King Kongs. I've enjoyed all of them.
Yeah, I wanted to watch the Jack Black version, but then I remembered I can't stand him.
You know what? I actually enjoyed that one too.
I bet it was good.
Oh god, Jack Black's character. I'm not gonna say anything Jack Black. I don't know his personal life, but that character was such a sleazeball. I can barely stand King.
So it wasn't really acting, is what you're saying.
So anyway,
sorry, you left that one wide open for me.
But no, I enjoyed it. That was but yeah.
But from what I remember, it was so damn long.
It was.
I literally watched any other.
I will have to admit, as much as I like longer movies such as Tolkien, the Lord of the Rings movies, King Kong had good scenes, but it feels like it should have been at least a 2-part movie, not one gigantic movie.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to bring this up. Is once you watch it at home and you click stop, and then you go do something for an hour or two, then you come back. I don't really care how long the movie is.
Like take a nap.
I have no problems with that. My son watched several Lord of the Rings and bits and pieces. We'd watch an hour or two, and then we say, okay, we'll go to bed and watch the rest tomorrow. Yeah. Well, it also helped that the Tolkien movies you could actually stop in certain locations and not feel like you're missing in the middle of it. The Transformers movies, on the other hand, are just way too bloated. Yeah. But no, I agree with if you're going to get 3-hour movies, they really need to either be broken up or but that's the great thing about when you have something on DVD or streaming. I'll just stop it and we'll watch it later.
Yeah. That's kind of what I do for the book club. Instead of trying to cram it all in at once, I usually watch it over 2 or listen to it over 2 or even 3 days before.
Oh, it takes me probably. I can only listen usually for or I can read for about an hour or two. So yeah, I mean it's the same thing.
You lucky bastard! If I try to read anything these days, I'm lucky to get a half hour, and then I am in a coma.
Yeah. No, I understand that. Well, you know what? But the problem I've been having is that I tend to listen to all the audiobooks, and I'll fall asleep and wake up like 30 minutes later, and then have to go back and re-listen.
Yeah, as much as and as many as I've listened to over the last year, audiobooks, I feel like it's cheating, and by cheating I mean cheating myself of the joy and sort of indulgent pleasure of just sitting somewhere and reading a book for no other purpose than to read the book. If I'm listening to an audiobook, chances are I'm doing 3 other things at the same damn time and not really enjoying myself like I used to.
Most of the time, if I'm listening to it, is that maybe I'm on a flight or I'm on a drive or something like that, somewhere where I'm kind of trapped. And I'm only doing one
that. For me, that wouldn't be so bad. That would actually be the second best way to enjoy a book, is because I am like that. I used to travel a lot, and so I always carried with me a small selection of music and a couple of books, because I hate being bored. Freaking hate that. So I would always try a good selection.
Like I said, I'd fall asleep and which section was, we talk about something like I missed something. I have to go back. Well, not while I'm driving, but whenever. Yeah. But whenever I'm on, like I just, last week I was, on a plane for 3 or 4 hours. So what else is there to do?
bug the person sitting next to you.
Oh, I do that enough. I will.
Be John. You know, channel your inner John Candy from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
I have done that many times.
Oh, did Justin eject himself?
I guess so.
Well, he kind of went mute for a minute.
Yeah, he's still
He's
mute.
still gone.
You're still muted.
Reboot your machine. See if that fixes it. Well, he's just doing the silent movie thing, from the 1920s. He doesn't have any color anymore.
Still can't hear you.
Nope.
All he needs is a little cheesy music and a black and white billboard with all the words on it.
Oh yeah, that would be great. Yeah, that's what he needs to do. Is he just needs to put that up every time he wants to say something,
But you're right with the old timey music.
Justin will now be known as Nanook of the North. So
I hear somebody messing with a microphone, like rubbing against it. Or
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
yeah,
can
now
hear
we
you.
hear
Now
you.
we can.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's switched my audio from my mic to the camera.
Oh, okay.
That's weird.
Yeah. Very dumb. And that's
Yeah, I've
not
said it
me
many a
rubbing
times.
up against the camera.
It's not. I don't think.
So
it's
just
me.
for Shadow, I'm about an hour away from finishing Stormbringer, that big giant, compilation book.
Oh, really?
Um,
Nice.
so once I do that, then I may start working on the third book. I'm trying to figure out if I want to get the Audible because they offered me the 99 cents for 3 months for Audible. So that's usually worth that's when I usually cancel. It's like, oh, it's 3 months. Time to cancel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've
I've been looking at my current bills, and I'm thinking I might be able to drop something to see about getting Audible. So,
Well,
I mean, it's nice being able to piggyback off of Justin and his pirating days, but
I can't always
I
do
shouldn't
it.
rely on that as much as put that.
yeah, but like
Yeah.
I said, there's a special deal I think on Audible for 99 cents, at least for me. I don't know.
Yeah, that's randomly selected. They don't offer that to everyone all the time.
Well, I think
Um,
yeah.
But like
Is
I
that like
said,
99 cents? What does that cover?
One
it's
credit
just-
and then the premium. So instead of paying $15, and it's usually good for 3 months, and then
Yeah.
after that, it jumps up to $15, and then like, oh, I'll just cancel before I hit the $15, and I
yeah.
can't go through. And
Premium
usually
also
I-
means you get discounts on certain books.
You get blanket discounts on all the purchases,
blanket
but you get
discounts.
that.
Nice.
I think it's like 5 or 10%. It doesn't matter. But you get one free credit that's just like
Yep.
you can spend it on a book,
yeah,
and like I've got 10 of them sitting there because before Appendix N, I wasn't really using them. But there's also a shit ton of stuff that is just like free. If you
Yeah,
have
the
an
hyper-
account,
well,
you just like get it.
what was the we talked about Mark Ashton Smith.
Yeah.
You can get all of his work for free on that.
Yeah.
As part of that a premium. On that premium, they give you other books, so
Yeah. The only thing is like
they're not permanent.
they're not permanent. So if you stop paying for Audible,
Yeah,
the stuff you spent your credit on, you can still access because you bought it.
Yeah.
If you buy a book like with money, that's still in your library. You can access it even when you cut the stuff. But the free stuff, you don't get to keep that.
yeah. You don't access it until you put your Audible account back on the premium stuff.
Yeah,
But-
you can't. Well, you can just like reactivate it because it's free.
right. Well, I
Um,
mean, it's 99 cents. I'm like, oh, that's not that hard.
And I don't know if you still can, but you used to be able to download.
Yeah, you're supposed to be able to, but I'm not sure how long that lasts. I think it may
Yeah,
last like a
but you
few
can't-
weeks, and then
You can't download the free stuff. Stuff you buy, you're supposed to be able to download. But it's,
Oh, yeah.
like it's a proprietary system, so you have to get a cracker for it.
So
Uh,
but I mean, right now I probably have a few books that, like the Stormbringer, and the final one, that huge thick one. But when I was using the Audible, I was trying to get the stuff that's like, what is it, 20 plus hours long, not the 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah.
But even the Fod and Gray Mouser, I haven't finished that one, and that was only 7 hours.
Yeah, like say with the
Which reminds me, what is our next book?
Dunwich Horror.
It's in the book club.
It's the Dunwich
thing.
Horror.
Oh, I thought you did that last week.
Nope.
No,
That was
We
about
did
Mountains
Mountains
of
of
Madness.
Madness.
yeah.
Okay. So it's another Cthulhu one. All right.
Yeah, we're just running those out until Halloween's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't Clark Ashton Smith have some of the other ones in there too? I mean, that's what.
Maybe.
What was the other one in there? It was Castle Amber. They took a lot of his stories and used them in Castle Amber. The module.
Really, I didn't think that was the case from what I heard.
Mhm.
I thought it was based on. It's Clark Ashton Smith, Edgar Allan Poe, and Rogers Zelazny. Those were the three that were inspired the Castle Amber.
Module from TSR back in the day.
Yeah, was it B3?
The one with the like the castle and the giant grabbing it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's I growing up I'd always hoped that was kind of sort of the thing, but from everybody I'd ever talked to, it seemed less likely. I never owned that module, but
It wasn't. I didn't like it. I know that Yale Geek likes it, but it wasn't for me. That said, as I passed by on the when they were really cheap, were the Goodman Game version where they remade it for 5th edition, and they do a good job. I mean, it's not like you can't go back, but now PSR kind of killed the whole thing for them. But some of the modules I didn't really care for. Like I didn't care for Temple of Evil. Of Elemental Evil.
yeah, I went through that one recently. It was very weak.
I didn't like Temple of Elemental Evil. I didn't like the B2 one. The X one, the Isle of Dread, the Lost City, and Keep on the Borderlands. Those were always my favorites.
My favorite TSR will always be White Plume Mountain. The Hidden Caverns was pretty good. There was another one that I really liked, but most of them I found to be kind of meh.
Well, and then the other one I have is it's the Expedition to Barrier Peaks where they did that too.
That one's rough. It was a phenomenal piece of work for its time, but it was a nightmare logistically to run.
So Yale Geek was running it for a while, and he said he had a lot of fun with it. And he hates science fiction in his fantasy.
Yeah, they did a really remarkable job, not to make the guns look like guns and things like that, with all the extra artwork, which was a big deal at the time. There was a secondary book, I think, of just artwork that you could show the players. Which was innovative for 1984 or whatever, but it was so room intensive. 4 levels of every take 4 sheets of graph paper, draw 4 circles on it, and then fill every one of those big circles with as many rooms and corridors as you could possibly imagine.
So when they did the original Adventures Reincarnated, they did a good job with that. And I don't know if you've looked at Grumpy Old Slam. He redid the maps, color code them, which makes it a lot easier as well. He redrew all the maps to make sure everything lined up perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, talk about an OCD, but no, his maps were great. I mean, now a lot of stuff is just shifted, maybe like 2 squares or something like that. But he wanted to make sure all the shafts literally were on top of each other where they should be, and everything else. He did a good job for that. And then he put all the key cards. Remember the key cards in there? He put all the colors on there, and so he drew that in. But looking at it, like I said, DL Geek ran it. He said I'm going to run my least favorite modules. And he says, "Well, I don't like the." He didn't like the idea of the module, but I talked to him. And he said, "Man, he had a lot of fun with that with the players. It was a
If here's my problem is that it's one of those things like with mega dungeons. If they're so big,
yeah.
why would the players
Mm.
not just leave and come back, leave and come back, leave and come back?
Well, Expedition to Barrier Peaks, they wouldn't do that because it's like 100 miles to the nearest town.
Mm,
Well,
But you're
like
right.
still
But the other
setting up a camp at the entrance or just a little while off.
sure, yeah, you can always do that.
well, my point would further is things like water and food. You know, in certain situations, you need to kind of keep track of all that and have a way to restock. And a lot of
Well,
DMs just hand wave that stuff. It's never an issue. You're never going to run out of water, even though
well,
there's no river for miles.
well. To be fair on this one, by the time that you're playing Expedition to Barrier Peaks, you're high enough level to conjure food and water with
I
making
know,
it
I know.
trivial.
I did take that into account, but I also hate that too. We're just gonna, burn our first and second level spells to make sure we've got food and water. But that's as a DM. As a player, I've never been in that situation, so I don't know if it'd be like, oh, thank God we've got this, because even in some of the games I've been in recently, while that should have been done, it wasn't. So it was just like, oh, we've just got, we bought a week's worth of rations and or 2 weeks worth of rations,
And it lasted us 6 months.
and not only that, we don't get constipated and things like that, which I know is kind of lame to try to bring into a game, but there are issues when you eat that kind of food for any kind of time.
Well,
Yeah.
but the other part that you start
Unless
looking at
the DM hand waves that because your people are used to that. Oh, okay, well, all right, I guess.
hey, I ate enough MREs. I didn't have any real problems.
Yeah, we're not talking about modern day MREs, bro.
Yeah,
If
pemmican
you-
and things
yeah.
like that. If that's all you're eating for a month, you're
But-
going to
but-
get a little
but-
bound up.
Well, but here's the other part. Well, a lot of it just depends on what you're eating, so you have to be careful what you eat. But if you look at what the soldiers used to eat, a lot of it just comes down to how far away are you from home? Because it's just like people act like you can't sleep in armor. Oh, yes, you can. I fell asleep a lot of times in my body armor without any problems.
Yeah, well, it depends on like what kind of armor still. Like, are you wearing mail or are you wearing plate?
Oh,
right?
if
Like,
you look,
mail, you can sleep in every day of the week.
well, a lot of it, like most things are, it's like Joan of Arc would sleep in her armor, and a lot of them did. Is while you're
Well,
on
she
camp.
did that so she wouldn't get raped. That's totally different.
No,
Yeah.
she also wore pants and other stuff. But no, it was the Joan of Arc. But no, a lot of soldiers would sleep in their armor. If you're tired, you'll just fall asleep. It's not that hard. I mean, but again, how long are you doing it for? That's the big issue. And if you're doing the old West Marches style, yes, you go to the dungeon and you come back to town because it's only like 1 or 2 days away. You take 1 day to get to the dungeon, you stay there, and then you take 1 day back. It's not that, then you heal up and rest, and then you go back again.
Yep.
And I don't understand why people look at it as like, oh, it's so hard. Well, don't get me wrong. If you want to do the way out in the middle of nowhere, then that's a whole different thing when you're like 3rd and 4th level than versus when you're by the time you're 7th and 9th level. The expectation is most of that to be relatively trivial. It's like, oh well, we could do a hex call. Yeah, but you at 7th and 9th levels, that's trivial for you. Oh, I'll just burn a spell or two. Okay, that's fine, and that's the way it was intended. What was it 7th level or 9th level fighter that was considered a superhero?
I think 7th.
I mean, yeah, and people forget about that. That's the problem of why when they got rid of all those titles, it really messed up the idea of what your expectations were for your characters.
Yeah, but those titles made other people feel inadequate.
Why? that's who cares? You know what is That's the point. Is you're supposed to feel inadequate next to a hero. You know, either you aspire to be the hero or you can be inadequate to the hero. That's the way it's supposed to work.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, it's like standing next to Elon Musk. You're supposed to feel poor.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, who
I don't
cares?
know.
You
I
know?
feel rich standing next to that guy, but that's because I'm a mental giant compared to him.
Yeah. Well, I thought you were just
But
width-wise.
then again, I think most hamsters are mental giants compared to him.
So anyway, the
Not a fan, huh?
He does a lot of stupid things.
yeah,
Yeah.
but you take a lot of risks. But at the end of the day, that's sadly what determines whether you get ahead or not. Is how many risks do you take?
Well, I'm not referring to like chances he's taken. I'm referring to like just like
Amber Heard.
yeah. Well, that's an example.
Hey! Just because you're smart doesn't mean that you're
Wise.
yes. So I tell my son, I said, "Son, you're wise when you learn from other people's mistakes rather than trying to just learn from your own."
Yeah.
But no, I mean, at the end of the day, is that. But that was the whole point, and people forget about that. Yes, I know that when we're playing, but if you look at the old modules and the stuff that they're, it says 4th through 7th level. I mean, you're kind of doing earth-shattering events in a lot of stuff that are more mundane. But like Assault on the Slaver, that whole series,
Mhm.
breaking up literally a slave ring for that, and I love the idea, but I don't like E3 too much. There was a couple of them.
Yeah, the way it was implemented was really. I realized it was a tournament module, but it was really lackluster in those epic moments where you have like the not necessarily the big boss fight at the end, but like the middling sort of boss in some sort of unusual room or area that makes it memorable because you fought the Hydra
Yeah.
in the big auditorium or something like that, where it's visually striking and stunning so that later on down the road you'll always remember that one thing because it was so unusual.
Well, I think A1 and maybe A2 were pretty good. A3 I didn't like, and then A4 I thought was great because that actually forced players to start thinking more than they normally would.
I think for me it was one of the things I didn't like about it was the fact that they just yanked those bug men, those bug warriors, right out of the first or second Gamma World module. It was the same thing.
Oh,
I'm
the
talking
A or whatever they were.
Yeah,
They were.
yeah.
But you know what? I was okay with that because I didn't play Gamma World, and the other part is I don't mind if you have monsters going back and forth between the two. But again, the whole point is that the idea of what your characters could do is, hey, it's against the slavers,
Yeah,
which is what I like. Yeah.
It was, yeah, exactly. It was uh, an
It was epic.
unusual task for the
Yeah.
heroes as opposed to the usual go in, kill the bad guy, steal his treasure.
Well, it was that one. You have U1, 2, 3, and 4, which I listened to
Scooby Doo Adventure.
The which one?
Saltmarsh.
Yes, that whole
It was
series.
Scooby Doo, man. It was Scooby Doo.
Well,
you go into a haunted house. It's not haunted. It's a bunch of pirates pretending to be ghosts. I mean, all it was missing was the talking dog.
Yes, but that was U1. And then U2, you had to deal with the Lizardmen. And then by the time you got to U3, you had to deal with the Sahagwin.
What?
And that was
Nobody gets the
I did.
Oh, no,
I gave it to you.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I
It went like this.
Yeah, he did.
I didn't see that.
But no, I mean, but the fact that when you get to U3,
Well played, Justin.
I mean, that's a hell of a. I mean, you're literally going into a Sahagwin lair, and that's insane when you start looking at all of the stuff that's in there.
Yeah,
and you're like I said, it's not like you're like 7th grade.
Just remember,
level
the term
when you start
Scooby
getting
Snack has a different connotation in Shadow's game.
No, it has different connotation everywhere.
Anyway.
What?
But yeah, I thought that they were good modules for what they were. I mean,
Mhm.
you know, it's like, oh, okay,
Mhm.
and it is.
Yeah, I think I've only got the first two or the first one. It's
Oh, you need to
always
get the.
so expensive when I'm looking at it,
Oh, you need
and
to look
and
at
over the
U3.
years I've like, wondered should I really bother buying the modules that I don't have, knowing I'm never going to use them,
You know what you
or should
do?
I sell the ones that I do have to buy stuff I will actually want to use?
No, no. What you do is you find, a
PDFs,
PDF and you just print it out because it's not like that paper is any better than what you get off your printer. To be
right?
fair, I it was
Yeah,
so.
those old modules were not meant to last.
Mm.
And
The,
the only thing
the,
that
the
was really
covers
was the
were
cover.
like the covers were crap. A folded piece of not laminated but slick cover on one side and construction papery feel on the other, folded in half,
Yeah,
and meant every time you opened it, you were whittling away one of its micro hit points until eventually it's going to rip into two separate sheets, at which point it's got no collector value whatsoever.
yeah, but see, you're looking as a collector. I just look at it as like, oh, cool. I have the
Well,
model. This is it.
not just collector, but how long it's going to last in my family collection.
I
Will Jackie's kids or grandkids ever be able to benefit from it, or would I be better off putting the money into something that will last? A hardback or something like that.
my view on that is depending on what the paper quality, which is what it comes into. Is if I can print it off and you get an 11 by 17, everything was black and white anyway, so you just print it off
Well, it
on
was,
that.
or that blue and white on the inside cover for the maps.
That was yeah. But if you have a color printer, but again, my point is that you don't have to have the really nice gloss paper and everything
Mhm.
else to print it. It's just like, oh, okay, boom, you're
What
done.
someone needs to what someone needs to do is what they did with Judges Guild, and go and print a hardback book with all the modules in it.
Well, who owns Judges Guild now?
I don't know.
Goodman Games.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they bought that, and so they're doing the and that's why
I
they went
know.
over.
What the hell is his name? There's a friend of Tenkar's who did a video on the big hardback copies of the compiled everything Judges Guild ever did. God,
Yeah,
those were gorgeous books, but I'm not dropping 1,000 on any gaming item ever.
but when you look at it, when you add up everything on those, is now they're doing
Who
the
do we have joining us? My guess is Raven or Connell. What's your guys' guess? I have no idea.
Raven,
Uh,
Raven because she was probably
Raven.
finished with her thing. Um,
No, I knew it. I knew it.
oh wow,
Connell?
you're alive.
Yeah,
Ooh, Connell.
I'm
I
getting
told
my
you.
Fancy shit.
I could sense you, little brother. I was like, is it Raven or is it Connell?
I had to take the kids grocery shopping before I could actually.
Thought you were gonna stay to the pool, but okay.
But no, I
No.
mean, but all those old modules you can just print. But the OAR stuff, that's all Goodman Games. They're doing all the things with because they have all the rights. They don't have to fight with the TSR or WotC to deal with printing stuff or doing electronic versions of it, and that's why they're doing the Dark Tower. They're doing what is this? Caverns of Thracia, and a couple of others. So.
Hmm.
And the quality is really good. I do enjoy them. And they do the original modules too. So you can get the original module and then they show you the new version for whichever system you're using.
What's the new hotness?
No, it's either 5th edition or like Dungeon Crawl Classics, but then they have the original 1st edition D&D in the original module as a copy in there too. So you can compare all three.
I could say Connell.
It's Connell. Say hi to him, Jackie.
Hello.
Hey,
Yeah.
how's my little communist doing?
No communist.
Mark,
No, are you
You
sure
hear
about that?
voice? It's like almost an actual adult voice now. You hear that shit?
Yeah.
his ball finally dropped.
This one ball.
Just one ball.
I'm not Hitler.
Not yet.
Not
It's like
true.
New Year's Eve.
Now you got that song stuck in my head. Hitler has only got one ball. Anyways,
That song goes hard.
well, I'm not going to sing the entire song, but talking about this snucking around, I'm thinking here maybe in a couple weeks, I'm going to have the grand re-showing of the Connell the Scardium show, bring it back out to you with a "Fuck You Condor King" party.
Oh.
Because my
You-
main
you-
guy, he passed
you-
away.
You can be a better man.
I am a better man. I have all my teeth.
Hey, fuck you. I'm missing like 3.
I got all my-
You can be a better
Here's the
man.
pen. I need that pen. You've got a whole package of them.
You know,
What,
like a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old.
Come on.
All I can think is you're giving people power. If you don't like them, why ever talk about them? That's what
Exactly. That's what I'm
And,
getting.
and Connell, if you're going to refer to him, you have to refer to him as the Trash Panda.
Yeah.
I thought it was Cockwomble.
Cockwobble.
No, that was Shawner.
No, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't know. What happened? Is this a different person? This is
Yeah, it is.
Condor the
Yeah.
DM or whatever? Okay.
Yeah.
Shawner is no longer with us.
Yeah, I know.
Which makes me sad.
Yeah.
It truly does.
I mean, he was really funny, like we said a couple years ago, and then he unfortunately just got weirder and weirder.
Yeah.
I blame Skyrim.
Fucking Brian wanted me to come on there and like start bad mouthing him last night. And I had to message him and say, it's a waste of time kicking a dead horse.
I actually liked Condor the first two.
Brian, as our Brian,
Yeah.
WW2 Brian.
Yeah.
I
it's
thought
like,
he
man.
thought he didn't know him, and
Yeah, it's like, what? Well, you know who else didn't know him was what's his face that showed up near the end of the show. Didn't even know who he was.
oh, Eldrad.
Yeah. Oh, fucking
I didn't catch that, but
yeah.
you know, I figured we kind of, you know, after the prayer, we kind of were done with that part of
Yeah.
that segment, if you will. I hate to be like that, but you know,
Right.
it was, you know, Connell was here, and it was just the boys, you know, hanging out. I figured, you know,
I said my piece. I wasn't complete dick about it. You know,
Yeah. Well, you know, his family was probably watching, and I was trying to, you know, do something that nobody else wanted to do. At least,
be honest about the guy.
well, not just that, but you know, an Irish wake is not a somber, depressing thing. It's supposed to be a lot of laughs.
Yeah.
You're supposed
We
to.
still need to find a way to get a D20 into his urn.
No
I
shit.
talked to the family today. I'm
Yeah.
working on it. I already told him about his favorite colors and the dice. We'll see.
He's gonna haunt all of us. I'm gonna blame.
I'm
you.
okay with that. I could use a little more entertainment in my life.
You know what? Bring it. You know,
I'm
you know,
just saying,
unless
it
it's
was
gonna
his
be like-
favorite die. He did talk about it all the fucking time.
I was actually surprised. Another family member of his called me today, and I hope I helped them because they didn't know what to do about a couple of things. And
Sorry.
Are you getting bargains on a lot of books?
no,
Just the
Are,
trapper ones.
are you
Just the
going to
trapper-
have? Are you going to have a sarcophagus in your house soon?
no. I was more concerned, honestly, with his computer staying in the family, his medications, his doctor bills, mementos, family photos, and things like that, going where they belong instead of a landfill.
Yeah.
You know, any of that other transitory stuff, it would have been nice, you know, to have a memento or something like that. But
You got over 100 hours of Skyrim. What more do you want?
Just 100? That like
I
two
said
zeros.
over 100.
Well, it
No,
should be
I mean-
over 100,000.
Jackie and I had our good times with the guy, and they're still on our
Oh,
Channel, go back and
it'd
look.
be so fucking funny if you like open up his Skyrim account. It's like less than 20 minutes of actual playtime. It was just archive footage from other people's channels he was talking over.
That would be so wrong.
I know that wasn't the case, but that would be funny. I can think of other funny things too, but
We and I say this about anybody, any of our circle gamers that pass on, because it won't be the first, won't be the last. That we do not a yearly anniversary, but here in a couple years we bring Shauner back up, tell some great stories, embarrass the fuck out of him as if he was sitting right next to us.
oh yeah, that was something I was talking to somebody about.
I mean, how many Skyrim videos that we can just pull
I truly wonder, if certain members of us and us, when we are gone, how well we're going to be remembered. And I've decided that, come rain or shine, hell or high water, one of these days we're all going to sit down at the same fucking table in person so that
Bye, Laszlo.
that we can say we really were friends. All the people, Sean included, who said you can't be friends on the internet. I personally think that's a load of horse shit. And one day, somehow, we're all gonna, be at the same table and give that guy down there a ration of shit and make him pay the bill.
That guy right there.
No, the guy you're
Yeah, right there.
the guy whose finger is pointing.
Yeah, no, I know.
I'm not pointing.
That guy right there.
That guy.
Hey,
Crafting. You hear that, Crafting? You better get a new job.
No,
Start saving up.
That guy right there. He's got food in this fucking image. He better bring.
Oh! I'm sorry.
You mean
Omen?
you mean when I'm going to have like a half a share of a cow coming in, like this month?
Yeah. And
Okay,
that'll
I
feed
guess
me.
he's down with it, gentlemen.
That'll feed me.
It's a deal.
Well, I'll start at the beginning, but then someone else is taking it out from there. So you know what? We'll do it the start.
Restaurant. I'm in an actual restaurant. I don't want to hang out with someone and watch him cook. If I'm going to go all the way over to his place, it's like,
unless it's in the microwave, then he'll sit and watch you cook.
well,
What kind of human being are you if you aren't willing to sit there and do the whole cooking and have the whole experience of a barbecue?
Yeah.
And he wants to move to Texas.
Well,
yeah.
Well,
I mean the first.
barbecue.
I mean
No,
the first time when
but
I mean the very
toaster
first time
oven.
we all meet for the first time. I don't want anybody having to keep getting up and checking the freaking potatoes or some shit. Sit down. Let some women bring us some food.
Okay.
Any-
Raise
Well,
your
well,
hand here. Raise your hand here if you have a woman in your life. Okay, so it's either got to be Shadow or Justin, because unless something has changed in Omen's life, I'm pretty sure your brain's
Exactly.
what I'm on.
Hey.
Exactly.
The only woman in my life right
Good
now
to
is
see
my
you, man.
mom. Okay, and that's and she will cook food for all my friends. So
Is that you said your mom?
yes.
Oh.
and
Hi,
does
Omen's
not
mom.
let her near the kitchen.
Can Omen come out and play? Yeah, that's gonna be awkward.
Oh, we're going to Mac's house. He raised a hand in chat. We're going
Uh-oh.
to his house.
Oh, there we go. Well, to be fair, Mac has Mac has so many children that if enough have left the house, he won't even notice the difference in trying to feed us all.
That's true.
He has he has 9 kids or something like that. I mean,
I don't think it's quite that many, but
Mac, are you Catholic?
he is.
Oh.
so was Shauner.
Really? Okay.
Really?
Surprising.
No, well, I mean, I guess if he's
I
Irish,
thought
it's not
he
that
was-
surprising.
I thought he was a member of the cult of Levi.
No, I couldn't picture that. He,
Yeah.
I guess him being anti-religious.
Yeah, I can see that, Connor.
yeah, that's it was a little bit of a surprise to me.
Okay, so I'm sorry.
You
Mac
said
had
he had his own sarcophagus, bro.
Hey, I was close.
I know. I was gonna say more Aleister Crowley, less Anton LaVey. How's that?
Yeah, whatever. It's the one I can remember the name of.
Yeah.
That
Come on.
tracks.
All right, I'm done paying for the night.
I'm not. I'm still thinking about it.
Hey, you know what? Is I don't have any problems with the food, but someone's going to have to pay for the drinks.
Water's free. What are you talking about?
You just get
Oh,
some
you
guys think
honey,
you're going to get me drunk. I see how you are.
Everything you
No.
just said there is wrong. And if
vodka. We just won't tell you.
Hey, this water.
Actually, I was thinking it's like I have no problems with you guys helping me dig a well.
you have a son for that nonsense.
Yeah,
I know.
I have
know,
no
but-
problem bringing the whip. Where
Where
there's
there's
a
a
whip,
will, there's a
there's a
way.
well.
Yeah, yeah. Where there's a whip, there's a way.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that movie once. Wait, never mind.
I hope so.
Yeah,
Oh,
Shadow
Okay.
Mark.
Yeah, Mac's talking about freaking. Yeah.
Dang. I don't know. I think they're a little overpriced. I don't like that restaurant.
Okay.
We have a restaurant called The Keg.
Oh,
Wow.
it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I was like, what?
Oh, shit. It's been a while, Omen.
Oh, I know. That's why I was like, I'm glad that you're doing well. I see you do a little bit with Bruce every so often.
Yeah, I've been making an appearance on this show a little bit more often. I bear whenever he has me, which I always feel like I should give him a, send him a apology letter afterwards.
Well, you should be doing that for everybody.
He
Yeah.
abuses you, but you feel like you need to apologize. Well, that's an interesting relationship.
I want to get our show back going. I just need a little bit more time for my life to calm the fuck down.
No, that's fine. You're hopefully everything's going well with you. Otherwise, it seems like
Yeah.
you're in a good mood. So
Yeah, I moved. I'm living with my daughter and my oldest son, which Laszlo's amazing.
cool.
You have a son too?
He has two sons.
Yes, Laszlo, who's 22, and Corbin, who is 17.
Corbin.
Yes.
With a B.
With the Corbin. Corbin.
Okay.
They're technically my stepkids, but at the end of the day, they're my kids.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, no, that's cool.
It's the first time hearing about there being more than just the daughter.
No, yes.
Really? No, he's talked about it before. Well, at least to me.
Yeah.
But no, that's cool, man. I'm glad to hear that. Hopefully, like I said, everything's going well. Obviously, with your daughter. So, is she staying with you full time, or?
Yes.
Okay. I can
Of
understand
course,
why
she's
your
staying
life
with
has
him
gotten
sometimes.
complicated.
He's got to keep the shotgun ready for the first time she brings a boy home.
No. Well, I don't have to worry about her bringing home a boy, so there's that.
Well, no, you don't. No, you have to understand. Is his wife had his daughter for a while, so.
I got untune all that bullshit.
So anyway, no, I don't want to really go in. I'm not trying to pry in your life too much. But
That's
yeah,
right. No, we do need to catch up at some point. but
yeah, we do. But I'm not saying that we need to do it on public. Is what I'm trying to say.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I was going. Oh, that explains why you haven't been around as much.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm glad she's doing well. I'm glad that your sons are doing well. I'm glad that you're doing well.
My dating
like I
life
said-
still sucks, but nothing new there.
What sucks?
My dating life still sucks, but nothing new underneath the sun there.
You know what? As I get older, I'm just too crotchety. I'm like, do I really want to spend time and try and do this? Nah, I'd rather go play board games and stuff. That's more fun. So
Weirdo.
I get it.
I'm
I
still
really-
calling Omen Owl a weirdo because he deserves it.
I don't care. I've been called a weirdo before you were born. So get something new.
I can believe that.
Yeah, it's his middle name. His mother gave it to him. It's
Oh.
Omen Owl weirdo, whatever his last
Did
name.
any of you guys see the new Beetlejuice movie?
Now,
Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
the
It
last
wasn't-
movie I went to go see, I think, was Dune Part 2.
Ah. I can't wait for part 3.
I'm looking for. Well, we'll
One and
see.
only
I
movie
did a
I've
good
ever seen-
job.
Sorry.
What's that? Crafting Gamer?
The one and only movie I've ever seen in the theater was the Simpsons movie.
One and
Oh.
only? Oh wow.
That's just sad and depressing. We're not even talking about your dating life. I'm in a
good.
mood. My beautiful daughter is passive aggressive like her mom, and it drives me up the wall. So I get extra chirpy.
Oh,
Chirpy.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
so
know-
so
Go for it.
I was asking you the other day about what you do Wednesday afternoons, but we got sidetracked.
Wednesday afternoons, I don't know.
From 12 to 1:30 ish.
Oh, that's about the man game you were
Yeah, yeah.
talking
We're looking for a DM.
about.
Shadow, myself, and our buddy Beelzebub.
I don't know how you guys. You guys. This is what it. Yeah, like I've got like 15 more years to retire until I have retirement. And you're younger than I am, Justin. So
I'm at work right now, bro.
that kind of scares me unless you're doing that.
You say
He's like that.
Word.
Don't you realize that I'm watching over the docks right now? Making sure that all the stuff comes in with the.
Yeah, no, I don't do that kind of stuff. But my schedule is fairly lax.
Oh, I get it. Your Shadow's stunt double when he makes his films.
Fuck no! I am nowhere near. I will not participate in Rosebud 78 or any other versions of Rosebud series or any of his other 97,000 fucking gay porn projects. He is degenerate, and I'm trying to intervene. We need to have an intervention.
He says, "Look,
Shadow, you need to sit down and listen to us talk while we tell you that you are degenerate and you need to stop making gay porn."
no, wait a minute. See, for Justin, is like he draws the line at the same sex, but not between interspecies.
That tracks.
With it,
Yeah.
why do you think he likes the cat girl so much?
I said, yeah.
That's wrong. That's bad.
Yes. Goat sex is evil. Cat sex, on the other hand.
I don't know if I'm
He just
grown
likes the
enough for this
acrobatics.
conversation.
It's in the Bible.
Fucking Bible have you been reading?
The Talmud.
Isn't that the part where it says, "Do not do X, do not do Y"?
I have a Bible. It's packed up right now, but it was I bought out one of those mistake stores where you can get a left-handed screwdriver. But it says saying the word of God. It says the word of dog.
Oh,
It's my prized it's like, celebrate the word of dog. Like, wait, what?
Oh,
I miss you guys. I'm slowly becoming out, but man,
rough.
again, that comes back down to not the as long as they're different sex, they're fair game for Justin.
Hey, I agree with the concept of women being an inventory item. That's the reason why I want to play man.
Okay, well, I was just making sure because in some places they're furniture.
I'm okay with that too.
I don't know.
No, you have to watch Soylent Green to understand the reference.
Yes, I know.
No, I'm talking to Connell there.
Oh, by the way, don't see the new Joker movie. I've been told.
Yeah, well, I could have told you that.
I've heard two different things, which is it fell flat, but they're like, well, it was innovative, it wasn't badly done, but it just isn't. Yeah,
I don't. I mean, the
fell
first
flat.
one.
Oh, the first one's
great.
good. Yeah.
I just don't want to go to a Joker the musical.
Oh, yeah.
I just
But they
don't know
said-
how.
yeah.
So
Wait. Since when did you have standards for movies?
since I saw Green Lantern,
Oh, okay.
I was going to say since he saw Xenophobia.
oh no, actually, that's not even the worst movie I ever saw. The worst movie I've ever seen was Mario Brothers,
Oh,
Whoa, that thing was a masterpiece.
and what not to do.
Yeah.
For the Mario Brother movie.
No. Well, yeah, there's the newest one, which is all right. I can kind of get behind that one. Then there's the '90s one, which was just fucking bad.
Well, see, we've heard it, but until someone has actually seen it,
Wait, the new Joker movie is a musical?
it has
Yeah.
musical pieces in it. It's not a full musical.
Is it the same one with
Yes.
Joaquin
one-
Phoenix?
The
Yep.
the same one with the wrong brother dying.
Yeah. It has the it has musical. It has musical pieces in it, but it's not a full musical.
I'll probably end up. I'll probably end up seeing it just out of dumb
You'll-
curiosity.
Let me
You'll
ask
just
you
watch
this:
it just
Does
to
the
give
Joker
yourself.
sing?
I hope not.
So,
Well,
so
the
you'll watch
one who
it just to have the piece in there, just so you can critique it if nothing else.
Yeah. The woman who plays his
Lady
sidekick,
Gaga.
Lady Gaga, is a professional singer, and I think she actually has a halfway decent voice. I don't like all her music, but when she actually sings something worth listening to, I think she has a great voice. So, see, I can say that about Lady Gaga, but you say that about Taylor Swift, the Swifties will come and kill you.
Oh well, you know what?
Yeah, I will. If you say anything bad about ladies, our Reverend Saint Taylor Swift, I'll be down there. I'll come down there.
Are you a
And-
Swiftie fan?
And you, I play one on the internet.
He's going to just Scott Adams. I support her for my own safety. That's what he's going to say.
No, I support her for my own enjoyment.
We'll get it.
Well. Here's the good news, Justin. For the
She
number of
makes me
boyfriends
want to take
she's
up
been
football.
going through, the number of boyfriends that she's been going through, you might have a chance.
Yeah, that's
She's
my
still-
joke.
She's still with that one football player.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what I've heard is that that's all staged because they what was it? One of the guys came out and he said, yeah, a lot of times they do that to gin up the NFL ratings, and they'll say, okay, they're going to be together for so long, and blah blah blah, and yeah, there's some weird stuff that goes on with that too. Like, we'll pretend that we have a relationship, and
Right. I was living down in Nashville when the huge flood happened. No, I wasn't living there, but I went to visit back in 2011. Big Nashville flood. It was huge, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And she was one of the few millionaires, famous people at the time that actually threw fucking her money at the fucking city to help people.
no, I
So
mean
it's
that's
hard-
good.
It's really hard for me to say really anything too bad about her because I think her music sucks, but her as a person seems to be halfway decent.
Yeah.
Well, and but then you complain about Trump, who does the exact same thing. And you're like, no,
Well, Trump does it. Well, I'll be nice.
no. But I mean, if you actually look at a lot of the stuff that Trump did, which doesn't
Yeah.
even make the news, like he flew one person from the UK over the United States for. Yeah, I mean, there's at a certain point is when you have enough money, it's like, why not help people
Yeah.
out? That's the problem is that everyone, and it's like, oh well, this person did this. Like, okay, you only see a small portion of the whole thing.
That's fair.
You know.
I just
I
want
know
to
that I have
remind
anything
you.
against Taylor Swift. I think she's an attractive young lady for compared to my age. But
I
I would
mean,
never want to date her unless I want a song written about her.
right. That's what I was about to say.
I want to have a song written about me,
no, you
but
don't.
only after I develop a cloning machine, so I can have like 2 of them.
It doesn't sing in German, Justin, and it's not the 1940s, so you're kind of screwed.
I'm willing to sacrifice that.
Uh,
I will buy her a subscription to Rosetta Stone.
Is that even still a thing?
I don't
Yeah.
fucking know. Get some
yeah,
version
Rosetta
of it.
Stone still has its thing.
I mean, I'm not bitching it. That's cool. Just,
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get it.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm sure, like, she'd. I'll be nice. I'll be nice.
I mean, I'll be honest. Taylor Swift is not. I don't care. I want to. You know what I'm excited for music? Is I'm excited for tomorrow when Windrose brings out their new album.
Who?
Okay. Oh, Foreigner came to Peoria, Illinois. I didn't see
Oh,
him,
wow.
but
Yeah, I don't like
apparently none of the original members are in the band anymore. So now it's just a cover band that has the right to the name.
Oh, okay. but no, Windrose is the dwarven heavy metal band.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, okay.
So
I don't think she's a. I don't think
look,
she's a
her music is not my thing. So
Right. I mean, we all have had music. We've all listened to music. The other people's like, really?
Yep. Which reminds me, I need to go
To
listen
be
to
fair,
Raven.
Owen, her music isn't her thing either.
That's right. Well, none of them are for the most part, if you actually look at it.
That's what I
But
meant.
yeah, well, unless they write their own songs, like what was it, McCartney? Um,
Wow.
you know, who makes all the
That's
money?
not true.
Right?
Swift does write some of her own songs.
Yeah, because they're all about her boyfriends.
Well, most of them are. Not all of them.
Hey, I wouldn't mind being one of her next songs. Spending a long weekend with her. Hey, we can cuddle.
Don't make me come down there and whoop your ass. You need to touch
Hey,
my
go
Swift.
get your passport and bring your chunky ass down here, and I'll send you right back up there, Cupcake.
Where's my fucking passport? It's around here somewhere.
I don't have my passport. I got a random German passport that I got to figure out what to do with someday.
There it is, right there.
All right, tons of fun. Bring it.
Jesus Christ.
Poor Taylor Swift, she's going to be in a sandwich.
It's gonna be a Cuban sandwich. Oh yeah.
Fuck no. I do not do any the devil's pyramid or no venture V or whatever.
You're gonna get some
Shadow
devil
wants to go.
pickling. That's what you're gonna get. Oh yeah.
I
You know,
do.
He doesn't want to be an Eskimo, bro, huh?
Wait,
Yeah, no Eskimo bros.
Well, Justin will says this now.
No
But as soon
Meatloaf
as
songs from one of his bad
As
albums.
soon as you put cat ears on her, all of his standards go out the window at that
I'm
point.
just wondering which one of you is going to be Burt Ward and which one of you is going to be Adam West in that Catwoman sandwich.
I am no fucking Adam. I'm no fucking Burt Ward. Okay, I am Adam West. I will convert to Judaism to not be Robin.
He will be Mayor Adam West. You know? and he will stab the ocean because it's taken another life.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, you got the baby face going on. You're younger, you know.
Fuck that. I'm dressing up as the penguin.
I'm older.
I thought you were already.
Oh, that's awesome. Which reminds me, I need to go see that because I've only heard good things about that.
Oh, it's
about
fucking
the
great.
TV show.
It's yeah. We're 3 episodes into the Penguin show. I have I liked the last Batman that came out.
Yeah, well, I did too. I didn't think it was bad.
I liked it because the realism. It's weird to say that in a Batman movie, but I liked it because of the realism of that Batman movie. He didn't have any. Nothing of his gadget was completely gonzo. You know, and you can see some of these fucking people actually being real life people. The Penguin, man, that was Al Capone back in the day.
So I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna wait until they're done with all of the episodes.
Batman
and we'll
2
watch
is
them
the
back
best
to back.
one.
So I don't want to watch one that has to wait another.
What?
What are you referring to? Crafting?
Justin.
Batman 2 was the best Penguin.
Oh, I heard Batman 2, Butt Plug of Doom.
That too. It's
Wow.
a parody film.
So anyway, like I said, I'll wait until the all the episodes are finished. Which is
Shadow.
how long is
Batman.
the series? Is it 6 or 10?
I have no idea. I don't know, but
One second. In I think it's 2027, Batman goes into the public domain. So Shadow, you can make that movie.
Yeah, I got to live
Batman.
that long first.
It's 2 years.
that is nasty.
Apparently 8 episodes. So November 10th is when I can sit down. And
I
watch
didn't know
all.
there was a TV show based on the Penguin.
Oh yeah.
And it's really realistic by my understanding. I've only heard
it's
good
not
things
that
about
one
Max.
that. Sorry.
No. I'm looking at what Max said, and then basically everyone that's watched it said it's very, very good.
So is it live action or animated?
Live action.
With a Colin
Okay, I
Farrell
got to
as
ask
the
why.
Go
I mean,
Why
watch
watch
it.
who's clamoring for that to be a thing?
Penguin.
It doesn't
A lot
matter
of
if someone
people.
clamours it is it a good series. That's all that matters. If it's a good series, that's great.
Penguin.
Yeah, so go watch it. Watch it, make your own decision at the end of the day. I felt
What's
the
it
same
on?
way, but what's that? Yeah, it's on HBO.
Oh,
Max.
yeah, I don't have HBO.
Yeah,
Or matey.
But
Do
I
you
get
have a
90%
pirate
of my
hat by
stuff from
chance?
YouTube.
but I mean,
Well,
you got. But you have Connell here. You've got Max saying it. You've got the Critical Drinker saying it. You know, all the people I like to listen to for their reviews. I haven't heard anyone say that they hate the movie, hate the series. I said it's an excellent series. And
Yeah.
Connell, what do you think of the of what's her name, Sophia or whatever her name is?
Oh, for a second, I thought I had to look up the actress because
Yeah.
she actually kind of looks like, but in a good way. She looks like Paul Rudd, the guy who played Pee Wee Herman. Like
Yeah.
they could be related,
Okay.
Mm.
but in a good way. I'm not saying she's not. She's very
You
pretty.
mean like the way Taylor Swift looks like Napoleon Dynamite?
No.
Stop saying that shit. It's evil.
No. It's the way that Arwen keeps on reminding me of Walk This Way.
Well, her father.
Yes.
But
I
no,
was like-
she's actually not. She's not related to the guy who played Pee Wee Herman. They're just. But she does a role. I'm enjoying her character. I'm
yeah.
enjoying Colin, that guy who plays the Joker.
Yeah, Colin Farrell.
Yeah, I always get him mixed
No
up
worries,
with that.
Mac.
Well, what amazes me is on how much makeup he's willing to wear for this. And then, but yeah, you've got Kristen Milioti as Sophia Falcone, Clancy
Yeah.
Brown, which I love Clancy Brown and the stuff he's in. So yeah, I mean,
There's
But
not going
what-
to be Batman's not supposed to be showing up in this series whatsoever.
Yeah.
This show takes up within like 7 hours of when the movie ends. So it's not like 2 years later, a week later. It's within hours. So I like that.
anyway,
Oh,
I'm going to head
wait.
off. I'm going to head off, guys. I'm going to get some,
Take care, man. I'm gonna call it in like 13 minutes.
Okay.
Trying to give Raymond a chance to show up, but
Oh, you got HBO Max, right, Omen?
Yeah, I do.
Salem Lot.
Well, it has
they make a third one.
No, it's a reboot of the first one. I just watched it earlier today. Really fucking good.
Salem Lot.
Salem's Lot.
Salem's Lot.
So,
Stephen King.
So Connell, the last movie that I actually sat and watched had my son watch was the entire extended editions of Lord of the Rings.
Oh Jesus!
I was like, he was also sick, so it also helped. Like, here, you can go watch this. So it took him about 4 days to watch all of them.
Yeah, I
But,
bet. And he's
but
still talking
no.
to you?
Yeah, well, he says there's some of the greatest films he's ever watched. He loves them. I was like, I was watching. I was like, man, I forgot just how good these films are compared to the
Wait,
modern
you said he
stuff.
was sick.
Yes.
So was
Because
he on NyQuil when he was watching them?
No.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
some of us actually enjoy Lord of the Rings and aren't stuck to the Audible stuff where they're just like stupid singing.
Hey, does this smell like chloroform to you? I mean, I'm just asking why you enjoyed it. That's my question.
So I would love them to do the second book. I don't think anyone's ever done the second book.
Second book of what?
Salem's Lot.
Yeah, so Salem's Lot is when the priest and the boy do the
That
That's
just sounds
vampire.
wrong.
Careful.
That just sounds
That
wrong.
sounds awkward.
yeah, no, literally in the book he's like 12. They age him up in the
show.
the movie.
That sounds even
Yeah.
longer. Literally in the book, he's 12.
Whatever, man. It's before
Wasn't
the
wasn't
history.
hold on, refresh my memory. Wasn't the lead actor in the original one the same kid from James at 17?
I don't know.
You guys
Oh.
remember any of that?
No.
Anyway, you all take care. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Matt.
See you
Oh, yeah.
Sunday,
I know,
Owen.
like-
If not Saturday.
Oh, they did do the second one. Back.
I
in
wouldn't say that I own The
2004.
Hobbit. That's the only thing I would say with Meg. I wouldn't say I own The Hobbit for the movies. But anyway, take care all.
Party on now.
See you soon, man.
The Hobbit was a dwarven musical.
Yeah. They did the sequel, but it had the same name, which I don't think the book did. But it starred Rob Lowe in 2004.
That's also a great show. Cheers. I missed the fuck out of that show.
Hey, Connell, I have a movie. Yeah, I have a movie you may or may not have watched. 50-50.
I've seen a lot of movies.
Am I muted again?
Death to Smoochy.
No, we
Oh
can hear you.
God, that was hysterical.
Was that
Oh,
Ron
yeah.
Williams?
Yes, it was. Yes.
James, I mean,
What?
Justin, we can hear you.
Yeah.
He was just being rude and being over talking you.
Oh, I was sorry.
All right, we kind of like you. Flying with you, not in a priesty way. I mean, I don't want to get Justin here jealous. I'm in a mood. I'm just in the
No, you see, that'd be Shadow. He's already sent me an email offering me to one of his
Was it
videos.
12? Oh
No, I have not.
no, yeah. You lie. I don't believe you.
Yeah,
don't like it, but you can't come in?
Raven almost went down the rings of power, and I had to stop her. She was going to watch it, and I'm like, don't.
I have nothing against Raven. I think she's a very interesting lady. But I was about ready to hop onto your show. Then I heard her talk about the Giants with Bear, and I'm like, nope. I'm gonna find something else to do.
That show's not open for any new guests yet, unless Bear drops out. 4 is enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still thinking you should have someone who's. You have Jackie, who is the talker, who is the not talker,
The host.
presenter. Thank you. You have Raven, the believer. You have Bear, the skeptic, who can be a somewhat believer. You have Shadow, who is neither skeptic nor believer. He is both at the same time.
Yep.
What you really need is actually a fifth person who sits there as, I don't know this conspiracy. I've never heard of this conspiracy. This sounds like total BS. Or no, that actually makes sense from a common mind.
That's actually often many of us from time to time. Would you say, Jackie?
I was.
Oh, Jackie's there.
Yeah, I'm right here. I've been here for the past 20 minutes.
I'm sorry.
No, I haven't been. I don't know. I guess I'm going to disagree out of obligation.
Out of obligation.
It's in the contract.
I made him sign a contract before we started the show.
Whoa, be careful with those contracts. Next thing you know, you're going to be like in Tijuana doing weird shit.
No. You see, what Shadow's doing is had Jackie sign up to be the next elected president of Mexico, so that way Jackie gets all the power he needs to invade America.
That's going to be a quick sad day for somebody.
For who?
They have to go through Texas.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I always say I hope the zombie apocalypse starts in Florida. They have to make it through Georgia for me to worry.
Yeah, that'll never happen.
So.
Yeah, no, they're
The
they're
problem
lucky
with
if they make it through Florida.
the problem if it started in Florida is no one would ever know.
Take care, Mac.
That's
We'll see
a
you
good
soon, Bubba.
point.
That's sad but true.
It'd just be like Floridians. That's what they do.
50-50
Well, no,
that
see,
people even
you
get
would-
infected.
You'd find out only because the average Floridian lifespan would just increase, and no one would know why. And then, well,
Yeah.
And it's a 50-50 that they actually do anything besides what they were doing beforehand.
No.
I only
You would only find out because the cannibalism rates would go down.
Speaking of cannibalism, right? Speaking of cannibalism, where's Mr. Max?
Nah, he's walking his dog or sleeping or working out,
What's up?
being gay.
No, I just
Want to say?
Oh,
What the hell?
his dad. Sounds like Jack wants his attention real quick.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
trying to
it's
find
lost.
out.
Oh, it's lost. Where'd it go?
Oh, short story. You ever read Lawnmower Man?
Yeah,
I've seen the
years
movie.
ago.
Like the actual story?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I said, years ago.
Oh, okay. So that's Salem's Lot was the second one. Jerusalem's Lot is the first one. It gets renamed. Salem's Lot.
You're right.
Jerusalem's Lot is the one with the priest and the boy. The boy's family gets turned and he has to put them down.
That makes
And
a
it
fun
freaks
day
him
for
out.
everybody.
I think he's like 17. I'd have to.
Could you
Read
imagine
up.
if we all of a sudden had to deal with a lot of those mythologies today? Like nobody
Yeah.
knows how to deal with half that shit anymore.
Burn them.
Marlo.
Fires over.
That doesn't always work. There's some creatures, burn them. All you do is get them pissed off 3 days later or something like that. A lot of creatures, a lot of mythological creatures have to be killed a very specific way, or all you're gonna do is piss them off.
Fire,
Yeah.
salt. And yeah, but you're right. You're right.
Just put milk and fish on the table at the same time. I'll take care of all of them.
Yeah, they'll be too repulsed to get anywhere near us. Those barbarians. Ugh.
They also don't like pork.
So, Shadow, did you get into trouble?
That is
For what?
true. There are some.
I don't know. You kind of have the look on your face that Jack just put me in timeout.
Oh no. I he didn't. He wasn't. He wasn't going to be able to be in last night's show without losing it, and so I had to tell him what happened and some other.
Oh. Yeah, my biggest concern about last night's show is me coming off as dickish. To be honest,
Okay, one, when have you ever cared what people thought of you? And two, when have you not come off as dickish?
You're too mildly depressed to come off as dickish, bro.
well, it's a dick. I don't mind if I come off dickish if it's not a somber situation as that was.
But it wasn't. You're an Irishman. You know what a wake's supposed to be.
Oh yeah, and I was nice.
I mean, never mind. I'm not going to say that. But
I was a whole lot nicer than I could have been. Let's put it that
So
way.
I should have taken Brian's advice and ripped him a new one.
Donner?
no. Well, I mean, as long as it wasn't mean spirited.
Oh, mean spiritism is the best thing I do.
No, I mean, you guys know what an Irish wake is supposed to be. You're supposed to,
Yeah.
tell funny stories and jokes about them, but stuff that's true, but not like airing dirty laundry.
I think
You could.
I think it would be
somebody and-
super funny if we actually got a D20 into his urn.
Who says that's not going to be a
Close,
thing?
brother. This close.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like it's like it's an eternal joke on the fucker. He loved the D20. I'm just saying that, or at least he talked about it so much. I think he. Did.
Hey.
I'm not too sure.
We'll find out in the next day or two. I you know what I'm most bummed about is that the video's got like 120, 130 views, and there were a couple of comments, but not one person's like, "Hey, how can we help the family out?"
Yeah, I have no desire to do that. He worked for the government. They got his pension.
It's-
I don't know how that works, but with times being the way they are and everything, instead of sending flowers, drop them $50 or something,
Yeah.
Right.
First, you have to be not a broke motherfucker living from paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, he wasn't a wealthy man. I'm just going to say that,
No, I mean to help the family. I feel for his family. I've lost a family myself. Luckily, my grandmother was insured. But first, you have to not be living paycheck to paycheck to do anything more than, oh, here's a penny.
He's not wrong. Anyways.
So what do you
Anywho,
got going on this weekend? Anything?
This
All
is my
things
game
according to
with
plan. I'm
Bruce.
planning your game.
I have catering stuff I have to do.
Which is disappointing. Chance
I don't-
recently gave it Chance. No, fuck, it was
Cormac.
it was the Cormac. Cormac recently helped us take down a demonic face sex cult.
Why would you want to take down a demonic face sex cult?
It's
You join.
competition. It's competition.
You join
I'm building
in
my
the
own brothel.
rituals.
No, it's competition. I'm building my own brothel. It's competition. Eliminating the competition.
You don't take them. Man, the girls that work at the brothel aren't there willingly.
And
They
if
will
they
be at my
are,
brothel.
all right, children.
It's the demonic Fey sex cult needs new employment.
Unless one of you guys are willing to pay for my rent and my electricity, I need to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bruce is like, I need you to quit working on Saturdays. I'm like, okay, Bruce.
Smoke some more.
Crack. So,
Next time Bruce says something like that, say, "How much do I get an hour?"
all right.
And you know you're guaranteed at least 40 hours a week working for Bruce if you're getting paid to be on that show.
I need what? My average rate would be $26 an hour.
And he can guarantee you 40 hours a week playing that game.
Yeah. Or you can guarantee it, just I don't know if you'll be able to pull the trigger as a Yeah, I got my first check coming up. Yep, I'll see.
Just put on a hot stove waiting.
Yeah. So what are you doing this weekend, Shadow?
No game Friday because Bo's working. A game Saturday with OGGM, Cal, Grandma, excuse me, Mike and Jen from Married with Gaming over on OGGM's channel, and then Sunday my D&D game.
Sounds like
And of
fun.
course, Saturday night we'll be doing the Sci-Fi Shadow Chat where we're going to show off our alien creations.
Well, yeah, you didn't do that last week?
It was a free for all.
Oh,
Yeah, perfect timing, right?
yeah.
And Raven still needed a little work on hers, and
So do I. I did not feel.
What kind of woo-woo raven alien are we looking at?
It's weird.
we're making up alien
Raven fulfills some of her
races.
darkest fantasies.
Something to do with transitory mist forms and Venus or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's something to do with some guy that went to the White House with no belly button.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I regret asking.
You should really come on with Raven sometime, Connell.
I've been on a few shows with Raven. I love her as a person. She seems like a great person. Just my woo-woo radar is not as developed as
Yeah. I'm pretty sure she suffers from seizures.
as I've literally told her many times, as someone who does suffer from seizures, she describes the after effects of one perfectly.
keep telling
Hey.
her. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because if the next wake I have to go to is hers, I'm going to be pissed.
I see how it is.
I'll laugh though, because
No,
she
you
deserves
guys,
it.
that'd be a piece of cake.
No.
Look into my eye.
I do recommend that show I mentioned the other day, yesterday, Shut Eye. It's pretty good.
Which one?
Shut Eye.
Oh, okay.
It's
I've literally not watched anything in weeks. I was, doing the treadmill, getting all into it, and then everything I tried to find for like a week straight behind a paywall, and I'm just
yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. TV's no longer free. We've only been heading that direction for how long?
yeah. But when you pay for a service and then you still have to pay for the movie,
What's
that's
the point
bullshit.
of paying for the service?
Oh, Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
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 You can filter out paid stuff in the thing.
Yeah,
This
but
is
then I can't find anything I'm looking for.
No.
Yeah,
Just
try
watch
Tubi.
Reacher. Reacher's
No,
on-
I'm probably gonna start watching Babylon 5.
Yeah. Is that on there?
No, I've got it on DVD.
Oh yeah, I got it on DVD too.
Watch season 1 of Reacher. It's free. It's on Prime.
Yeah. Or listen
Is
to
it
the audio.
sci-fi?
No.
No, but
you'll like it.
You'll like it.
It's well worth watching, even though it's not sci-fi.
It's not sci-fi, but you'll like it.
We'll see.
Definitely good for our project.
Next time
Mhm.
Shadow sees Connell, he just bitches him out like Connell does Jackie every time he brings up the Alien movie, Xenophobia.
No. Reacher's really good. You should watch it too. Pirate that shit, or read the books.
Books are
great.
good. I like the books.
Yeah,
By Lee Child.
Lee Child.
Lee Child. I don't know. I mean, you used to be a coffee addict back in your day, weren't you, Shadow?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have something in common with Reacher at that point if you ever read the book.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't use it as loop in any of the movies that you not making. You remember back in the early
He's up to Rosebud 93, I think.
was it back in the 90s? There used to be these infomercials. Infomercials were amazing back in the day, by the way.
Yeah.
But I love the infomercials that always came like on Friday and Saturday nights. Girls Gone Wild. Now we have
Oh.
Shallows Gone Wild with Coffee Loop.
I need to get a decent camera.
No, you don't.
I need to get a decent camera so I can make some fake infomercial commercials. Be my own. What was that guy's name? The big guy who made those.
DoxyClean guy?
Yeah.
I can't think of his name, but yeah.
Wasn't his last name Swift also?
I don't know. I know that how it fucking works though. Fuck. There for a while he's fucking saw it everywhere.
No,
And it didn't
I'm thinking the guy who did the what was that that rubber, you know,
Oh,
OxyClean.
yeah. Blah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
the sealant and the patch kits and things like that.
I made a boat with just using this shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember. Some Italian guy. You got anything else I really want to write the wall? Don't do drugs, or watch Shadow's videos.
They don't exist.
Yeah, but why do you keep sending Jack down to Tijuana to get donkeys? I'm not saying he's doing anything with the donkeys. He's bringing donkeys
William
up.
Mace, and that guy did a lot of fucking drugs.
So it wasn't OxyClean on the show then.
Yeah.
OxyClean takes off its lot of stains. All I'm saying. And it
Yeah,
doesn't do-
Yeah.
So do tweakers.
Hey, OxyClean
Yep.
will get blood off things. I've heard.
Yeah, and if you give a tweaker a toothbrush, so will he. Because you know how OxyClean works? You grab a guy off the street and you give him some OxyClean and a toothbrush, and he gets your shit clean.
We're all going to hell. You know this, right?
Speak for yourself. I'm a pillar
Yeah,
of the
Shadow's never
community.
gonna die.
The gay community.
So these Texans die and they go to hell, and Satan's walking around and he sees them. They're all kind of gathered around, just kind of having a good time. He goes over there and says, "Aren't you guys too high?" He's like, "No, it is absolutely gorgeous. It could actually stand to be a little bit warmer." He's like, and he gets irritated and he walks away. Well, he goes to his thermometer and cranks up a little bit. He goes back and they're barbecuing and drinking beers. How do you get beer in hell? I don't know, but they're drinking beer. And he gets really irritated. He's like, "What the hell are you guys doing?" He's like, "It's a gorgeous day. Why won't we be drinking beer and barbecuing?" He's like, "All right, I got your asses." He go back to the furnace. He turns it off. It's now below freezing. It's icicles on everything. He's like, "Now I got their asses." He goes back and he sees them jumping in joy. He's like, "What the fuck?" And it's like, "Hell froze over." He's like, "Yeah, that means Dallas Cowboys won."
That's good.
I think I'm going to make a character, in all seriousness, that's going to be like a wizard or a cleric, and his name is going to be a Shauner, and he's going to be a grumpy miser.
He needs to have a familiar who's a panda, who's just like always has trash to throw at people.
You
And
mean a
it's like
raccoon.
no. It's just like a panda, but its fur is like all patchy and like torn out from like not bathing or anything like that.
I'm surprised. I don't know if he has or hasn't. I don't want to call him out. I'm actually surprised another guy hasn't said anything about it. Once we end the show, I have to ask you. But I've been going through people that we know who've all kind of did their own. You know, we're gonna miss you, Sean, or videos. So
Mhm.
We can do that in just a minute because I'm going to call it here. Cold
yeah.
medicine's starting to kick in. It was fun as always, folks. Everybody out there in TV land is still hanging out. Thanks for sticking around and playing along. Appreciate it. I will see you guys tomorrow on Justin's show in the morning at noon. What ish?
Yeah.
Way too
Time.
fucking quick.
At time.
All right. Well, thank you for having me on tonight.
Hey, no problem, brother.
Since this will be the first show, fuck you, Condor, because that's not
Yeah.
gonna get old. it's
It's
not.
trash panda.
Yeah,
And also, you're a bigger man.
Yes,
Don't
I
need
know.
to end things that way.
Oh, yes, I do. It's
You can just be like, bye,
I-
everyone.
I am a proud American. We believe in stirring the fucking pot at every chance.
Yeah. You didn't used to. You used to be a better people.
Yeah, then we had Nixon's. Anyways,
No.
good night, everybody.
Party
Happy
on.
trails, everybody.
See ya.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.